Good afternoon, friends, followers, channel members. How are you all doing? Happy Tuesday. I love doing flights where we're heading to somewhere I've never been to before. Even better if it's a real ops, real world flight, and that is exactly what we've got for you today. Even better if we get time to do a rotation as well. That is indeed the plan today. So this flight, operated by Easyjet, from Belfast across the Irish Sea into Leeds Bradford Airport. Now, I have never landed into Leeds Bradford Airport in the simulator, have in real life, but yeah, never done it in the sim, so that is going to be great to see. What usually happens with Leeds Bradford Airport is it's rubbish weather, and that is exactly what we've got today. It's caning it down with rain. It's awful, so that's going to be quite exciting, seeing if we can get in safely as well. It's also an approach which is another 3.5 degree glide slope approach, so it's yeah, no nice landings today. So welcome, guys. Hope you are all doing very, very well. Thank you for being here. Hopefully going to spend the majority of the afternoon with you as we head out there and we head back. It's a really short flight. It's only about 40 minutes each way. So once again, our stream, a lot of it going to be spent on the ground, prepping, briefing, doing all the stuff that we do in real life, and making sure that we can operate the aircraft safely, of course. So guys, thank you so much for joining us. Hope we're going to give you a good afternoon's entertainment. Beast Boy, thank you so much. Kicking off our stream today with the 99 cents super chat. Thank you so much, Beast Boy. Great to have you. Hope you are doing well. Supporter of the channel. And the legend Dark Fury is also back. Mark, I am so happy that you've managed to get that sorted, mate. I was feeling really guilty. There's very little we could do to get you sorted. Seems like you've got the account back. All your stripes are there. And to celebrate, the legend Dark Fury has kicked off our stream as well by gifting 5 Easyjet Sim Pilot channel memberships. So welcome to Lemon Wolf, Aphasia, Jimbo, William FS, and Vincent. The legend indeed is back. Great to have you on board, Dark Fury. Awesome stuff. Just looking at everyone coming in, taking their seats for the afternoon. So welcome to Etora, Qubit, Pedro, Liana. Still walking the dog. Hope you're not getting wet. Hope you like the cinematic there, Etora. Relic, I'm very well, thank you, sir. Hope you are as well. Not working too hard. Yeah, right. Hey, Dirkstar, good to see you. Andrew Warmer and Pedro, thank you guys for coming in on the chat. Nick Burrows is here as well, both on YouTube and on Twitch as Speedbird464. How you doing, Nick? Hope you're having a good day. Dr. Magic, Barry Bartson is also coming on board. Barney Ox as well. Hey, Lemon Wolf, Bus Driver, Mona Lima, and Da Vinci. Hi, mate. How you doing? Hope you're all doing well. Shout out as well to those on Twitch. Hey, Lemon, and as I say, Speedbird464. Nick, Yorkshire Simmer also can concur. It is raining there in Leeds. Well, we're going to do a lot of briefing here on the ground because of the short flight. We won't get a chance to do it in the aircraft. So yeah, we're basically going to leave the beautiful Belfast blue skies, as you can see here, and soon we're going to be in rainy Yorkshire. But that's not a bad thing. We need the rain. My garden's dead. We haven't had rain where I am here in South Yorkshire for, I want to say, about 6 weeks. It has been a while. So hope you are all doing well. We've also got the beautiful Orbex Airport for Leeds to see as well, which I have had for ages in my community folder and never experienced. So that's going to be nice to see that as well. Mavi UK, it's not raining yet in Preston, but it soon will be. I know, it's just moving across the country, hasn't it? Dark Fury, I had spotted that as well. I was going to mention it. Look at the belt driver. He seems to be, maybe he's just trying to get bugs wiped off his off the windscreen, because surely that should already be working in the rain. Anyway, we are in, as I was very disappointed not to be able to fly the FlyByWire A320neo the other day when we had some issues. Hopefully they are all sorted now and we'll get this thing started properly. We are in the neo. Quite realistic, Easyjet do fly this neo aircraft on this route, so that's going to be nice to replicate that as well. So yeah, we're in the Phoenix A320 today, and we're in the developer version, I think. So let's start having a look at stuff as well. Let's bring up the operational flight plan. So here it is. This is pinned into the chat if you're watching on YouTube. So a payload of around 14.5 ton, takeoff weight around 60.3. Manchester is the alternate today, flight level 250. Yeah, not very high, doesn't really need to be, does it? And a headwind of 14. No SID out of Belfast, of course, so we're just direct to Lisbon, and there's also no star coming into Leeds Bradford either. So radar vectors of radar control would usually be online, vectoring ourselves in. I don't know. I think Manchester controls online, but whether they cover Leeds at the moment, I'm not actually sure. So we'll find out as we go. Plug fuel is around 3.5 tons. CNR 1.6. Shear rate looks okay, so that's fine. Quick check out of the flight route, and the Mora, there's nothing terrain wise to concern ourselves with. Now this is the interesting bit. Look at the weather. Belfast is nice, Leeds Bradford is appalling. So there's a ceiling at 600 feet. I'll check when low visibility procedures kick in. I would imagine though that is still Cat 1. Crosswind is nice, that's okay, 4 or 3.9. But yeah, the ceiling is 600 feet, visibility is 2.5 kilometers. Manchester's a little bit better. Another alternate is Belfast, back here. Newcastle is pretty similar to Leeds, and Liverpool is a little bit worse than Belfast, but very similar to Manchester. Oh, in fact, actually, it's exactly the same as Manchester. So, a few options there. Let's continue down. So what's the forecast for Leeds? Is it the 20th today? It is indeed the 20th today. So at the moment we've got a bit of light rain. Light rain? It's been heavy rain here all morning. So just looking at the tempo there, showers of rain. Yeah, you can see that tempo. That's valid for us at the moment, and probably when we get in there. Just having a little look at that one. That's heavy rain, so the chance of that, and showers of rain. Yeah, basically, guys, pack your coat. We're going to get wet. Well, I'm not. I'm going to remain on the flight deck. You guys are going to get wet if you're getting off. Yeah, we've just gone through the alternates as well, haven't we? So they're all a bit of a muchness. There's nothing there suggesting that we're going to have issues getting in or anything like that. It's just, you know, just kind of a little have to do some thinking and stuff like that. Make sure that we're okay. So that's fine. Leeds Bradford, let's see, runway 32. We're not using runway 32, so that's fine. So no NOTAMs there. No NOTAMs really for Aldergrove either, so that's all right. Let's see what else we've got. That's our flight route. So we come in over the Mersey and then up to Pole Hill, and then we go to the NDB at Leeds Bradford to fly a full procedure. Now we could potentially just vector ourselves in and do that, pretend there's air traffic control there, vector ourselves in rather than flying the full procedure. This is the cause of the weather then, as you can see. It looks like it's starting to come across to Ireland. It might be a bit rubbish when we get back, actually, so we'll keep an eye on that. And then, as you can see there, we've got turbulence and a bit of icing as we come down into Leeds. Other than that, not really much to report on that. So we're going to, if we take a little bit of extra fuel, as I say, it's all Cat 1 stuff, but Leeds is horrible anyway. It's just an airport on top of a hill, so it could be a bumpy landing, particularly with the steep approach angle. So if let's take 4 tons, that should be fine. So we'll tell the ground crew we'll get that loaded once we get on board. So yeah, 4 tons of fuel, and that should set us up, and we'll be okay with that. Right, shall we get on board? I've got to get on board to use the operation, to use the tablet in this thing. We'll get some live weather and such, because yeah, we don't have the external box, do we? Just realised once again the overlay isn't working. Let me just give that a kick. So today we are an Easyjet flight. Easy 476 kilo is the call sign for the first leg. There we go. That should be working. Okay, let's get on board. So aircraft in its turnaround state as per usual. So a couple of things we need to do. First off, let's have a look. We need to do a dispatch landing calculation, make sure we can get in at Leeds. So we fill the data from there. Runway elevation in Leeds is 674. Runway heading is 138. Runway condition absolutely not dry. Let's go with good. Runway slope, I don't know. We could actually find this out. Hang on, let me grab SimSmart up and we can get this. So, what runway is it? We're runway 14, isn't it? So, not bothered about it. Runway is negative 0.15. So, let's try popping that in here. Minus 0.15. Runway distance. Now you're going to be excited here, guys. I've done something. I've updated my Navigraph charts. I have no idea where anything is now. I'm going to have to relearn this. So let's have a look. Then the slope is in the Navigraph app too. Have they added that? Where? Oh, you're gonna have to instruct me on where to find something like that. Landing distance. Oh, it's not a long runway. Mind you, I didn't think it was. It's 1801. So that's similar to Jersey, isn't it? Similar to Jersey with a steep approach path angle. Fun. 1801 then. 1801. Approach speed, no idea, but let's work on 135. Landing weight, let's just add a ton to that. Full flaps, overweight no, reverse no, auto land no, and calculate. Says we're not getting in with any of those. Okay. How can we do that? So reverse thrust, yes. Auto land, no. Will that help? Well, this says we're not getting in regardless. I'm not quite sure how accurate this is. That's it, guys. Flight's cancelled. So what's our landing weight going to actually be? Landing weight is 58, about 58, 60. In fact, that can't be right. Why has it got a landing weight of 47 tons? That's ridiculous. Okay. Do you know what? We're sadly just going to have to... We would do a landing dispatch calculation. Basically, this is telling me that if it's wet, we can't get in. Right, well, if the runway was dry, could we get in? Oh, just. But even so, that weight's not accurate, is it? If I put in 61 tons there and calculate that, we could still just about get in. Yeah, I'm not so sure that's realistic. But hey, we've done the dispatch landing calculation. It says no go. So sorry guys, I'm going to have to throw some of you off. In fact, no, I could throw some of you off. I don't think it's going to make a difference anyway. So, well, never mind. All right, well, let's ignore that, shall we? Let's grab the METAR, turn this on, and then we can start setting this up. So weather here in Belfast, winds are 230.5, varying 140270, and visibility is 10 kilometers or more. Few clouds, 2100 feet. Few CVs around. Temperature is 20 degrees and QNH is 1006, so nothing there really to worry about. Ned says that's some good tea. Indeed it is. It's all I drink. A good old Yorkshire tea of Harrogate. Okay, so that's the weather sorted. I think we can start setting stuff up now. Before we do that, however, though, let's just have a look at the charts and see what we're doing. Now, oh god, I've got to try and work out where all these charts are for this, haven't I? Come on, give me some taxi charts. So that's that. I want the parking stand charts. There we are. Yeah, this just looks weird while I get sorted this. There's now the weather overlay. Is that right? How do I get rid of this thing here? I don't want that. Okay, so a bit of rain there. What's happening across here in Leeds? There we go. That's what's happening in Leeds. So basically, by the time we get near Manchester, that's when we're going to be descending through all of this rain. So yeah, neat features in the new Navigraph. I've just got to learn how to use them. Piers Morandi says, hello, the video you have about the settings made 11 months ago, have I changed them since? No, not at all. So there. Right, they're still pretty much there. Right, let me get rid of that. Okay, so the parking stand is 1-3. That's where we are. The departure. Let's have a quick look at this. No speed restrictions. It's direct to Lisbon. That's fine. And then just coming into Leeds Bradford, we come in via Pole Hill, and then we're direct to the LBA, which we could then vector ourselves up and around to bring ourselves in if air traffic control isn't online. Now, as I've never landed before here at Leeds Bradford, I just want to check what we're doing once we've actually landed. So we're obviously coming in, can then take Delta 1 presumably, and that takes us then straight to the airport, doesn't it, to the terminal. Leeds Bradford charts, parking stands, there we are. No idea where Easyjet park. Probably one. In fact, they're all remote stands. Oh, there's a couple of jetways. Yeah, I'm guessing Easyjet don't pay enough for those. So we're going to be on the main apron, just there. A couple of things to look at then as we're coming in. I've already mentioned it's a 3.5 degree approach. Minimums runway visual range is 550 meters, so it's a Cat 1 runway for us today. So hopefully we'll be able to see the runway before we drop below that. 46 meters wide, saw that a little bit earlier on. Aside from that, I think there's not much else there to discuss, is there? As I say, this isn't the full briefing. We're just kind of getting all the information required, because a lot of this stuff I won't have time to do once we're in cruise. So it looks pretty straightforward to me. And what I am going to do as well is we'll just grab the weather for Leeds as it stands at the moment, because we can fill out the perf page as well, ready for the arrival. So what we're looking at in Leeds at the moment is winds are 020 at 8, which is interesting because runway 14 was in use when I was looking a bit earlier ago. Let me have a look and see what they're using right now. Jump onto flight radar 24 and see what's occurring. There's nothing departing or leaving Leeds at the minute. It's not the world's busiest airport, is it? But let me just have a quick look. Oh, they have actually. They've changed runways. Right, they're now using runway 32. Well, that's fine because the approach is no different. So, yeah, let me just change the arrival we're doing, so it's not going to be that at all. It's going to be this. What's this got? Oh, this is nicer. So this is a 3 degree approach, which is fine. Minimums are still the same. So okay, so our minimums are going to be 862, and yeah, platform altitude is 3,000 feet for Cat C, and that means then once we've come in, where are we going? Where can we vacate to? Right, we could potentially get off at Alpha, presumably, if there's nothing wrong with that. Can't see anything in the charts saying we can not use Alpha. If we've passed that, because it is a short runway, then we've got the turning circle at the end. Right, just pin that to our charts. This has actually got a Cat 3 approach then, hasn't it? I don't think the weather's quite that bad. We're still planning on Cat 1 if we need to. So, but yeah, still all coming off the LBA. ATC 1, possible localizer fluctuations due to preceding aircraft turning on the runway. Yeah, fair enough. Missed approach, straight ahead 2000, then a right turn, climb to 3000. So actually a lot is very similar for both runways. It's just a nicer runway to approach this one in terms of the approach angle. So quite happy with that. Alright, I think we've touched on most things that we need to for now. I think it's time to start letting passengers on board and sorting ourselves out. So get rid of that. We'll tell the ground crew that, in fact, the ground power unit, that should be there, shouldn't it? I'm pretty certain we've got GPU. Yeah, we've got. Turn that on. I don't know if it makes a difference. Let's get fuel sorted. We said we wanted to take 4 tons. I just type that in, actually, can't I? There we are. And we'll do that in real time. And then we've got the payload as well. So that's downloaded. And yeah, let's start boarding, and then I'll set the aircraft up.
Cabin crew, we're all happy with how things are up here, so now open the doors and start letting our passengers on board. Thank you.
No problem.
Right, we'll get all the doors open so everybody's happy. GSX can do its thing. Easyjet jetway is here. Right, let's set up. So aircraft is in its turnaround state. So just check that the overhead towers should be with the fuel pumps off, packs are off. Yep, that's fine. So nav lights are on. Acupressure's in the greens. Flaps, spoilers, parking brake. That's fine. Just note the door currently is is open. And passengers can start to come on board. Should actually see those. I love the GSX profile here, the way they walk out of the terminal. That's usually really neat. All right, so QNH here 1006. We just update that. Just use the usual stuff. Have we got guard frequencies on? Yes, it is. Thrust levers, mode masters, they're fine. Up to the FCU 1006 constraints. Initial climb here is 4,000 feet, and we'll just push for managed. We can't. I haven't filled it out. So here comes the. I'm just noticing quite a lot of stuttering and FPS drop as these guys come in. Now, GSX, if you've got lots of passengers on, then it can cause FPS drops. I've never noticed it quite that bad before, but there we are. Hey, Andy Finley, mate, celebrating 15 months of channel membership. That is awesome. Thank you so much. Nearly a year and a half there, Andy. I really appreciate that. Thank you for being with us today. FPS seems to have come back now. Maybe it was just as it was loading in. Anyway, here come the passengers. They're going to get very wet, aren't they, when they get off in Leeds? Right, let's let's set up the box then. So 46 minutes is our flight time. IRS monitor, we've got 3 nav greens, they're fine. Aircraft status, LEAP engines, valid air cycle, that's fine. JJ, I've not got Simbridge running because there was a memory leak with it, so I've purposefully not got Simbridge running there. In it B, let's get that done. There we go. So the alternate was Manchester. Cost index of 4, flight level 250. Ground temperature is 20. Grab the winds. Iris in it is fine. Alright, so our flight plan. Let's bring that on. So arrival, departure. Departure's runway 25. There is no SIDS, so get that in. Clear the discontinuity, and then the arrival into Leeds. We're now doing runway 32. There's only one ILS for 32, isn't there? Yes. Again, no start, and LBA is the veer for that. So insert. Operational flight plan's got 225 miles, I've got 223 in the box. Fine, radnav page, we'll just hard tune the Belfast VOR. There we are. Liana says the wind request needs to be repeated for the next 2 phases of flight due to a bug. Oh, is that right? So... Oh, okay. Doesn't download them all. Oh, thanks then. I appreciate that. There we are. Right, that's all populated. Radnav page is done. Let's have a look then at the init B. Did I actually start the boarding on this? No, I didn't, did I? Let's do that now. There we go. Boarding is taking place. 139 passengers. We've got a 0 fuel rate of 56.9, so 57. Zero fuel rate CFG is planned 32.1. Alternate fuel, Manchester is, let's call that 0.9. Oh, I can't put that in yet, can I? Forgot about that. So trip wind is 14. You can, in the real aircraft, pop the alternate fuel in prior to doing that. Right, block fuel is 2.7. We're going with 4 tons. That seems very low. So that's a takeoff weight of 60.8. Update that alternate fuel now. Call it 0.9. And that gives us 20 minutes of thinking time. So there we are. Lucky man, some of the passengers has some swagger, yeah. Right. Happy with everything there. Let's have a look at the takeoff performance stuff. So let's bring up our trusty SimSmart. So just reset that. And before we do, let's have a look. What are the takeoff options here in Belfast? I think just full length is the way to go, isn't it? Yeah, Alpha 1 full length, which just check. Takeoff departure available is 2779. So Echo Golf Alpha Alpha runway 25. Slight difference in the database there, but it'll work for the sim. It is dry here, anti-ice will be off. That takeoff weight is 60.8. In fact, what we can do is we can update this, can't we? We'll use the value in the Navigraph charts. So takeoff runway 425 from the runway head is 2779. It's out by a meter, but very important. 2779. Takeoff will be takeoff thrust. CFG is takeoff CFG is higher than 27. Takeoff thrust we want to flex today. Config 1 packs will be off. See what we get. Sanjay, mate, thank you so much for your Prime subbed for the last 3 months on Twitch. That is awesome. Thank you so much. I'm very well, thank you. Hoping to do a nice return flight for you this afternoon. So what we got? 333336 and thrust reduction acceleration values. Oh, hang on, why are they not in there? I need to look those up. Pretty certain I thought they used to be in there. I'll find those out in a moment. But it's noise abatement too, so we could just use the and it's a non-standard engine out procedure. Sorry, it's a standard engine out procedure, so we can just use 800 feet AGL. We'll do that in a second. So 133, 133, 136, 133, 133, 136. Transition altitude here is 6,000 feet. Flaps 1, and what is our flex? It is 69. So I appreciate, whilst we're setting things up, not paying too much attention to all the chat, etc. If there is anything I do that you want to ask a question about, then once we're airborne, there'll be time for that, I'm sure, so don't worry about asking the question again if I have missed it. Right, thrust reduction acceleration value, just get the, what's the airfield elevation? 268. So it would normally be 1268,000 feet AGL. However, now Easyjet have changed their SOPs, so then new acceleration value is 800 feet AGL. We will use that figure today, which is going to be 1068. So 1068, 1068, and engine out acceleration also 1068. Okay, Graverbot, thank you so much for the follow on Twitch. Hope you're doing well. Now, the engine out procedure here, as we just said, is non-standard. Once we're happy, 1,800 feet, we're going to make a left turn to the Belfast VOR. Now, we can't use the secondary flight plan to set that up, so what we are going to do instead is we just want that displayed on our navigation display, just so we've got it, really. So we'll pop that in as a fix, and then we should be able to see that on here. There it is. So, yeah. Inbound course 052 and left turns. Now, of course, the FlyByWire aircraft will perform holds, so we would be able to do that if we needed it. So that's neat. That's good. Okay, so I think all of that is set up. The box is set up. Final passengers are getting on board. I think we're pretty much ready for the brief.
Hi, yeah, we're just about set up here, so we're happy for you to close the doors once everyone's on board, and we'll get going. Thank you.
Boarding is still underway, but we're almost done. It shouldn't take much longer.
Right, so start with our departure brief as per usual. So the weather here in Belfast is fine, isn't it? 250 at 5, the winds varying 14290, which means as we depart we should hopefully mostly get a headwind, but just be aware it could swing round either way. We'll keep an eye on it as we go, but the winds aren't very strong anyway. They're only 5 knots. Runway conditions are dry and fine. Weather en route is okay. Once we get to Leeds, however, we can expect rain, clouds, and yeah, just general misery, but the winds are fine and it's still Cat 1. Aircraft tech log then. Okay, so the terrain radar is not working today, the weather radar is also in op, and the secondary flight plan is also in op as well. Never mind. But apart from that, aircraft is in a good state. I've not gone them through and checked the MEL to see how that would work. Basically, if you terrain radars are up, don't fly anywhere where there's lots of terrain, and if the weather radars are up, don't fly anywhere where there's loads of CBs. There are some CBs around today, so that might render the flight actually void. No times as we've checked for either here or back in Leeds. Threats to be aware of: Belfast, nothing in terms of terrain. We've got no ATC, so we are sort of reliant upon Unicom. But other than that, Belfast is a great place to fly out of. It's pretty straightforward. So yeah, that's about it, really. Pretty neat. The only other thing to mention threat-wise, a little threat is just a short taxi, so let's not rush the taxi and the various checklists and things that we need to do as we go. So we are going to push back from stand 1-3. We'll push back on to X-ray. From X-ray then we're taking a left onto Lima, and then we're going to do a full length departure, so we'll hold Alpha 1 for that full length departure. No single engine taxi because it's not that long and it's not very busy, so we'll fly the departure straight out. Once we get to 3,000 feet, then I'll be happy to make that left-hand turn to Lib. So our initial climb is 4,000 feet. There are no speed restrictions or constraints with that regard, so we can just clean up on schedule and accelerate away. And once we've flown out, then we'll fly, we'll pop the aircraft into nav mode, as I say, 3,000 feet, and go direct to Libso. The departure track actually is what? It is 247, so we're actually going to set that on here today. There we are, 247. Oh, that's neat. Already preset for the runway heading. Lovely. So the departure, initial line 4,000 feet. First turn will be to the left when we're happy. Transition altitude 6,000 feet. So that's the brief, more or less done, the standard brief. Emergency brief then, so usual A320 emergency stuff. The engine out procedure is standard, and once we've cleaned that up, that engine, and we're above 1,800 feet, we can make that left turn back to the Belfast VOR. We can get ourselves nice and safe at 4,000 feet, which is well above MSA, and then we'll decide what we're doing. Probably coming back here to Belfast, to be honest. Nick, yeah, managed to get VPilot working, so hopefully all is well with that. Although the aircraft that you can see around me is static, it's not, yeah, it's not VPilot traffic. Hey, Anthony's, hope you're well. Right, so the cockpit preparation checklist. Aircraft acceptance has been completed. 4 tons of fuel is loaded and it's all balanced. Has everyone got on board actually? Can I sort of instantly board that? Is there a way to instantly board this? Or do we have to wait? I might have to wait. If there is a way to just sort of speed this up, guys, then do let me know. Can I just turn that to instant? Will that do it? Ah, there we go. Wonderful. That's done. Right, in that case, we'll get the doors closed. And get that APU started.
Hi Gavin, all the passengers are on board and we're ready to go. I'll bring you a cup of tea after we've taken off.
Great stuff, thank you very much.
Check the pressure page in a moment, see what signs can come on. Refueling has completed. APU is starting. Hey Waterpool Ducks, good to see you. Yes, this is Pirigi Airport's Pirigi's Belfast Airport. It looks awesome. One of my personal favourites in the sim. So I'm just going to wait for that to sort itself out. (21, 24, 24). Bit warm. Cargo door is still open. Who's using my cargo door? Oh, they're not even loaded the cargo yet. Come on, GSX. Mark, self-loading cargo is running the cabin announcements today. I thought the cargo had all been loaded. Right, well, now we're late. We can blame the baggage handlers, can't we? Airport are going to shout at me because the APU is running for longer than it needs to. Right, APU is available. Let's disconnect the external power, so we no longer need that. GPU can go. I'll get rid of that. We don't need the GPU. So yeah, I'm just waiting for the ground crew to do their job. Maybe they were waylaid for whatever reason. So yeah, I was a little bit later than I wanted to be starting the stream today because my VPilot wasn't working. It would not let me. It would not let me log in. The simulator was running, and it just kept saying, "No, the simulator's not running. Sort yourself out." GSX didn't want to work either, so I've had to update that. Seems to be working now. Okay, well, apart from the lazy baggage handlers. X-Play Gaming Flying. We are flying to Leeds Bradford and back. So Richard, we're flying to your home airport. Is that? Well, I've never flown there before, so this is going to be the first time we've done it. So that's nice. Anthony, hey, Anth, hope you're doing well. Great to have you on board today. So yeah, just sit and chat amongst yourselves, really, while I'm waiting for the lazy baggage handlers to do their job. Where are they? There they are. Sat in the passenger window, waiting for stuff. Right, so the aircraft acceptance. So we've done that. Our fuel quantity is checked and balanced. Seatbelt signs are on. We've got the 3 now green. The barrel FQNH is 1016. Set cross-checked, and we've got 270 feet. Richard, it could be very wet at LBA. So that'll be interesting to see how that goes. Oh, come on, guys! I mean, he isn't rushing. Surely you can put more than one bag at a time on. I could get another cup of tea while it takes him to sort this out. That's it. Next GSX update. Baggage handlers that have some get up and go in them. One bag at a time. They'd never load it like that. We're going to miss our slot. It's going to cost thousands of pounds in delays. Richard, the poor guy, looks fed up looking at those bags. Well, Lucky Man on Twitch says the animations are fantastic. They are. Sometimes you need to get a lot of sort of mods and add-ons for stuff like that, but indeed, when they work, they're good. J-Hog, short on staff, are they? Ooh, short on enthusiasm as well. Looking at this guy. Pedro, how can the APU be on with the fuel pumps off? Because, Pedro, the APU has its own fuel pump. So, yeah, it's not linked to the ones on the overhead for the main tanks. Annie's song, let's see, says actually that is the speed they load. Is this how they do it in Belfast? Well, we're going to be late for the return. I say I'd want to get the return, and it's going to be a bit tight today. They need to hurry it up. Oh, well, let's put this time to a bit of good use, shall we, and see how we're going to fly this approach into Leeds Bradford, sort of brief that. So we've briefed the departure, we know what we're going to do with that. So once we get to Pole Hill, we could leave Pole Hill, sort of tracking more towards the south of the LBA, and then get in to pick up the ILS that way, couldn't we? So that was sort of green dot as we're on our way down here. Flaps 1 as we turn onto the localizer, and yeah, we can then flaps 2 our way in. So that's sort of going to be my plan if there's no ATC or other traffic around. Yeah, that makes sense. Rather than, of course, having to fly full procedure, there is usually radar at Leeds in real life. So I don't think I've ever seen an aircraft fly a full procedure at Leeds. And then I could just restart GSX. I could, but there's an immersion killer. Frost89 says hopefully they can update GSX with a back button and faster cargo loading. Well, yeah, they could do, I guess. They could do. But yeah, if I don't have to fly this full procedure, then I won't, because otherwise that would just have us flying straight to the LBA and then teardropping our way in. Can save a bit of time, can't we, if not. Barry says the driver could help. He's just sat there. Yeah, this guy here. I'll hop off and do it myself in a minute. Jimmy Gator, what is the best flow that you do to integrate GSX fueling boarding with the AFB fueling boarding? I actually have no idea. Normally what I'd do is I'd load the aircraft sort of instantly, and then I'd let GSX come and just do the animations. Really, Elliot Woodford. Good afternoon. Hope you are well. Lemon, you're sitting at Leeds now and it's pouring with rain. Well, maybe this little baggage handler is thinking, well, if I slow my aircraft down, the rain might have passed by the time he gets there. Maybe he thinks he's doing us a favour. Pedro, am I using Easyjet procedure? Yeah, absolutely, Pedro. That is right. Then the guy is waving off every single suitcase he's loading. Maybe he's just very passionate, you know, he respects everyone. There we go, that's the last one, I hope. It better be. Is he done? Jimmy Gator, thank you for the follow, mate. I appreciate that. Yay! Right, well that door closed automatically, or will I need to do that? Oh no, it's closed automatically. Brilliant. Right, let's get that bleed air on. Cool the cabin down. I bet it's a bit warm. Oh yeah, that warmed up quite a lot, didn't it? Right, let's get the ground crew into place.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of myself, the first officer, and the cabin crew, may I welcome you on board this Easyjet aircraft for your flight today. The ground crew and the fueling crew have all finished, and we're just about finished with all our cockpit preparation up here. The cabin crew are making their final checks.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Could please get yourselves sat down comfortably with your seatbelts securely fastened and give them their full attention as they begin this.
What aircraft was that? If anyone can check that, departing from Belfast just now. It's been a long time since I've seen a generic aircraft.
Once we reach our cruising altitude, our cabin service will commence.
Departure check completed. Bypass pin inserted.
Drinks, snacks, and merchandise throughout the duration of the flight. Once again, I'd like to thank you for choosing to fly with Easyjet today. We'll have an update for you when we are airborne.
Right, he's happy. Let's flip over onto to Unicom. Belfast traffic easy 476 kilo, stand 13. We'll be pushing back facing south on X-ray.
Locking gear.
Okay, beacon lights on, transponder is on, acupressure's in the green. Anthony, an international baggage handler for Melbourne Airport. Sorry, can't be. Oh, that is absolutely understandable, particularly with the time difference as well. It's amazing you're able to see us, Ant. So I hope you're doing well. Jane B. Gator, really glad the tutorial videos have helped you. Hey Marcel, hope the knee's okay. Back from an operation on it.
Release parking brakes.
Right, so the before start checklist. Parking brake is on. The takeoff data has been confirmed. Windows are closed. EFB's flight mode. Doors are closed and armed. Beacon light is on.
Cabin crew, we're all ready to go, so please arm the doors and cross-check.
Release parking brakes.
Okay, we'll release the parking brakes. I wish I only asked that once. Right, parking brakes released.
Commencing parking brakes. All engines clear. Start at will.
Right, let's hope we have better luck than we did last time. Engine mode selected to ignition. And paranoia check. Yeah, bleed air's on. Starting engine 1.
And Belfast traffic, Caledonian 230 pushing back runway 22 Belfast.
Caledonian, there's a call sign I've not heard for years. Right, so if it was a A310, there's a good chance that, yeah, good chance I've not got any model matching for that. Sweaty Joe, thank you for the follow.
Ladies and gentlemen, we now ask for your attention while we take you through the safety procedures on this aircraft. A safety card is in your seat pocket showing the exit routes, oxygen masks, life jackets and brace position that you must adopt if you hear brace.
Parking brake set.
There are 2 emergency exits at the rear, 4 in the middle. and 2 at the front of the cabin. Floor lighting will guide you to an exit. Please be aware that your nearest exit may be behind you. In an emergency, leave all cabin baggage on board. Your seatbelt is fastened, adjusted, and released as shown. It must be fastened when the seatbelt signs are on, and we recommend that you keep it fastened at all times. If the air supply fails, masks will drop from above you. Pull a mask towards you to start the oxygen. Put the mask over your nose.
Okay, engine 1's
and
happy,
mouth.
starting engine 2.
Hold in place with the strap. Pull on each side to adjust. Put on your own mask before helping
Tow
others.
truck disconnected.
If you land
Bypass
on
pin
water,
removed.
take the life jacket from
Speedy Joe, the YouTube's tutorials are godsends. Glad you enjoyed them, Speedy Joe. Glad you're able to join us in the live stream as well.
Click together and pull the strap to adjust. Do not inflate it inside the aircraft. When outside, inflate by pulling the toggle. If it fails to inflate or needs topping up, blow into the tube. There is a light and whistle for attracting attention.
Frost 89, I'm
We
not
also
on a virtual
carry
airline. No,
flotation aids
no.
for children. Your tray table must now be stowed, armrest down, window blinds
Right,
open,
can see the
and seat
dispatcher.
belts
He's
fastened.
waving the
We
gear
wish you
pin, not
a
the
pleasant
dispatcher, but
flight with
the
Easyjet.
ground handler. So that's been removed, and we're happy. Iota, why does Easyjet start their engine 1 first? Usually because they're used to doing single-engine taxi operations, which is done using engine 1. And just so they're not chopping and changing, then engine 1 starting first is just their standard operating procedures. Speedy Joe, yeah, we're flying to Leeds Bradford today. Engine 2 is available. So engine mode selector back to normal. APU bleed can come off. APU master can come off. And on spoilers, 0 the rudder, flaps 1. Set our trim value. And they have to start checklist. So anti-ice is off. Ecam status is checked. Pitch trim is 32.8 and the rudder is neutral. Hey Feldy. Stubby UK, good afternoon. Belfast traffic Easy 476 kilo taxiing now via X-ray Lima, holding point Alpha 1 for runway 25. Just a quick flight control check, full left, full right, neutral, full up, full down, neutral, rudder, full right, full left, and neutral. And Neil, no cheeky Bravo departure. No, I'm not even sure. I don't know what the runway length is on that. I never even checked it. Remind me, we'll check that in flight, see if we could have got away with that. Right, parking brakes released. We'll probably start to roll forward on our own. Yeah, there we go. Tidal's under idle thrust, isn't it, this thing? So, Pets check, no change to our performance. I've just checked the CFG. All performance is valid. For the dry figures, we've got full length departure runway 25. Engine out procedure is standard. Straight out on runway heading, once secured and above 1,800 feet, we can make that left turn, accelerate away, clean up, and the departure is straight out. And then once we're approaching 3,000 feet, we'll push for managed mode, nav mode, and we'll go direct to Lisbo. That turn will be to the left, and our we've got no speed constraints or restrictions, so we can clean up as we go, and then we'll
Belfast traffic comes in.
initial climb is 4,000 feet.
Hold Alpha 2.
So the taxi checklist flight controls have been checked. Flap setting is config 1. FMAs, we've got climb blue 1FT2 4,000 blue. Let's get the radar predictive wind shears on. They don't work, but never mind. I have to ding the cabin crew in this thing as well, which I forgot. Do that, do that. There we are. So radar and predicting wishes are on. Eco memo, we've got takeoff no blue, and the EFB is stowed. I feel like my rudders, my physical rudders, are actually rubbing against something, so that's interesting. Might have to have a quick look at that once we're airborne. That's not something you have to do in the real aircraft, is it? Just go down and move the rudder pedals. Hey, Felix says, nice to see us in the Neo again. Yeah, I tried to fly the Neo the other day, but sadly something wasn't working, so hopefully all will be well today for a couple of flights. I'm not sure which I prefer out of the CEO or the Neo in terms of taxiing. This thing obviously taxis under idle thrust, so if you're not careful it'll roll away, particularly if you're light. But you don't have to think about it. You know, I'm not mucking about with the thrust in order to get the aircraft rolling. But it will run away. The CEO, of course, you need to control that taxi speed yourself. OTSN, thank you for the follow. Hope you're having a good day. Thank you for coming on board. And Da Vinci, the Neo engines do start incredibly slow. Yeah, another reason why not to do a single engine taxi today. Don't have time for that. Right, approach path looks clear. Belfast traffic easy, 476 kilo is lining up for departure runway 25. Did that flow incorrectly. I should have done TCAS before the packs, but same result. Hey Rui. Yeah, we had to give the Neo another chance, didn't we, after the other night. Right, all looks good there. I think we're ready for takeoff. So cabin secured for this is the lineup checklist. Cabin secure, takeoff runway full length runway 25, TCAS TARA, and packs 1 and 2 are off. Let's go. Takeoff. Start the chrono. Fifth engine stable, set takeoff thrust. Man flex, SRS and runway. I say most of the wind today should be a headwind. Checked. V1. Rotate. Runway track.
Positive ready to climb. Gear up.
Gear up. Thrust climb, open climb. Autopilot 1's engaged. S speed, flap 0, spoilers disarmed. Okay, nav. And we'll continue our climb up to our flight level, which is relatively low today, flight level 250. So, got open climb 250 blue. Hey, Christian.
And then Belfast traffic, Caledonian 230 to flight runway 22 Belfast.
So Da Vinci talking about the Neo engines. I know a few people who they said the first time they flew the Neo, they just thought the engines had stalled and not started. They'd take that long compared to the CEO. Right, getting up nice and quick because we're not that heavy today. So spoilers, flaps, gear. Let's get the lights off. Click spots in this I do prefer compared to the Phoenix as well. Direct to Lisbo just to sort that track out.
Please keep your seatbelt fastened while the seatbelt sign is on.
There we
We
go.
recommend that you keep your seatbelt fastened whenever you are seated. Toilets are located at each end of the cabin. Remember that smoking is not permitted at any time. This includes e-cigarettes.
Right, so we're passing 10,000 feet, airports onto the EFIS. Progress page 250, that's going to be fine for us. Performance page, cost index 0. And yeah, up we go. Clear the radar page out as well. Looks okay, feels okay, so I think we can release the cabin crew. Well, the cabin crew released, but passengers. That looks grand.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has now turned off the seatbelt sign and you are now free to move around the cabin. We do recommend, however, when in your seat, that you keep your seatbelt fastened at all times in case of unexpected turbulence. The toilets are now available. Please contact a member of the cabin crew if you require assistance. Thank you.
Alk240, thank you for the follow. And SWK, was there a reason the flight path turned directly at the end of the runway? Yes, because there's no standard instrument departure there at Belfast. So it's basically your flight plan is the Belfast runway and then your first waypoint. Which so if you let it, it would just turn the aircraft and put autopilot on in nav mode. It would just turn straight towards the first waypoint on your flight plan. Obviously, we want to carry out, get above thrust reduction acceleration value, and we've cleaned up, and away we go. Great little quiz question though. What's the earliest you can activate the autopilot after departure? Let you guys answer that in the chat. Simon says it looks so good, can't wait to get your upgrade. Fingers crossed that it won't be long then for you, Simon. J-Hog, you've got a power cut? Oh dear. Glad we haven't. X-Play Gaming Flying, if I can do you a favour, I'll see if I can. The stubby, you can turn the autopilot off after the first cup of coffee. Good answer. Lenny thought it was 250 feet AGL. A little lower than that, actually, Liana. Not going to take us long at all, is it, today to reach our cruising altitude? Christian, you can or you should. Well, that depends who's flying. Now, see, Da Vinci, I knew you'd know. 100 feet AGL or, what's the supplement to that? You'll know this as well, Da Vinci, but yeah, 100 feet or. So that's the lowest you can turn on the autopilot. Ah, there you go, Da Vinci. It's 5 seconds. 5 seconds after rotating and lifting off, or 100 feet. Nice little quiz question. Right, quickest climb ever to cruise this. Rocketing up there. How long have we been flying? Less than 3 minutes. X-Play Gaming flying. Interesting idea. June 23rd. When's that? Is that Friday? I sometimes struggle on a Fridays. And the weekends are usually taken up by family time. Leanna, that is very true. The aircraft's computers fly far better than the humans, so don't worry about turning them on. Very true. Very true. Right, enjoy this beautiful, the beautiful semi-cloudless skies, because it's not going to be like that for long heading to Leeds. Hopefully it'll be like this if we get a chance to return later on. So we know that VNAV and the managed descent profile in this aircraft is still sort of being refined and tuned, so we'll do our own calculations in a moment, work out where we're going to descend and see how far off that is from the planned descent. Right, we've got speed, alt stars, we're coming up on flight level 250. Christian, why are we flying to Leeds Bradford? Thought it was a cargo hub. Oh no, Christian, no. Not much cargo at Leeds at all. It's a you know, it's proper. It's the home of Jet 2, if you weren't aware. It's where Jet 2 had their first base. Big base there. Lots of Ryanair's flight over there. Lots of Jet 2. Easyjet has just the one. Right, there we go. Alt cruise. We're at our cruising altitude. Let's set TCAS 2 below. And we'll just cycle through the SD pages.
In just a few moments, we'll commence our in-flight service, offering you the chance to purchase a selection of hot beverages, together with drinks and snacks from the bar. We accept payment in pounds, euros, most major currencies, and debit or credit cards. The correct change would be greatly appreciated. And if we could be of any further assistance, then just ask us as we join you in the cabin shortly.
Yeah, all is normal there. Right, so let's quickly have a look at the latest METAR for Leeds. We've got, what time was that? That was just over half an hour ago, so I don't know if that's it. That is the latest one. But the winds then in Leeds, we've got our 010 at 6. 3,000 feet, light rain, broken at 300, broken 300, wow, okay. Temperature is 15 degrees, QNH is 1007. When do LVPs start at Leeds Bradford? We've got some information on that. Noise abatement. LVPs. So, Cat 2, special ADVC procedures applied, they'll be informed by ATIS. Does it say when LVPs kick in? Normally it's around a ceiling of 200 feet. which technically that is above. So just checking, 36 meters, that's fine. 45 meters, we're fine with that. 36 meters, we're fine with that. 52, just seeing if there's any that we can't take. Foxtrot and Golf. Foxtrot and Golf, are they small taxiways? Yeah, they're over to the west apron, so that's not going to concern us. We can take any of the taxiways available to us. Right, well that is going to be that's going to be quite interesting. I've got no ATIS either at the moment with regards to that airport. So we've got rain, broken 300, visibility is 3 kilometers. So I don't know. We'll give it a go, prepare for a go around, and then potentially an auto land. Let's work out then how long it is before we need to start our descent. We've obviously got the top of the descent arrow there. Let's just fill in the destination data for now. Just pop that back to 4. So the QNH was 1007. Set that in here. Temperature was 15 degrees, that's the coldest it's been for a while. Winds are 010 at 6. Transition altitude's 5,000 feet according to the charts. And then the minimums, we are working to Cat 1 minimums. Runway visual range 550 meters. We should be. Should we just start this approach? 862. I'm going to do a full landing, so VAPS 128. Oh, actually, then, if we can we update 128, and what's our landing weight now going to be? About 59 tons. Alright, let's calculate that. That was on dry runway though, wasn't it, if I recall? We can just get in. Right, well, let's set that up then. So just have a look at the navigation display, see what the full procedure is here. Can I just pop this out? Makes it a bit easier, doesn't it? Yeah, so that's the procedure it's got in, flying direct to the LBA and then the teardrop approach. What I'm going to do is we're not going to do that. If we've got no ATC about, I'd like to get rid of the LBA, clear the discontinuity, and we'll fly straight from Pole Hill into the approach. Now obviously it's not rendering correctly just because we're flying a bit too fast at the minute, but that will then that should sort itself out. Actually, if we can go direct to Charlie India 32, yeah, that should work fine. So hopefully that will help with the profile as well, the managed descent profile. Let's just change the speed to 180, give it a bit of a fighting chance. There we are. So If I want to be at 3,000 feet by the time we get to FI32, actually I don't, I want to be at 3,000 feet by the time I get to the Delta 154 India. So we're at 25,000 feet at the moment. So we need to lose 22,000 feet. Multiply that by 3 is 66. Let's add 15 to slow down. So that's about 81 miles away from 81 miles away from that waypoint 1541. So if we now go to our fixes page, Delta 1541. Let's just remember that. Delta 1541. Not in the database. Oh, that's frustrating. Oh, it's not. It's Delta 154 India. That's why. Try again. Delta 154 India. And let's just pop in 81 miles away. That's where I'm going to start my descent. How does that match up with the computed top of the descent? Right, so there you can actually see it's a little bit late. It's about 35 miles out. So I'm going to start the descent earlier than planned. Topkins, it's nice to see the FlyByWire every once in a while. I know lots of people have loads of love for the FlyByWire aircraft. It's a great add-on, isn't it? Nice. I just take a moment to navigate myself around it, just because of the differences obviously between that and the Phoenix, but once I'm back in the zone, it's all right. Anna says, sitting here at my house, heavy rain, thunder and lightning in Belfast. How was it as you left? Thunder and lightning in Belfast? Really, Anna? Oh yes, look, we've got thunderstorms in the vicinity. Well, that could be an interesting flight back if we do the return leg. Right, I was going to do something. I can't remember what I was going to do now. Oh yes, Radnav page. LBA. I can't see what I'm typing. LBA. And let's fill that out. Okay, so let's do the arrival brief. A lot we did on the ground, so you know how I'm going to fly it. We've now got a normal 3-degree approach in there. Let's talk about the weather. Well, the weather's just a bit rubbish, isn't it? It's wet, low visibility. We've also got a bit of light rain there. Wind 010 at 6, so as we're coming in, a little wind off to the right. 15 degrees, so it's not cold, but the low ceiling could be an issue for us. The aircraft is just as broke now as it was when we departed. Nothing's changed. No times that are going to affect our arrival getting in there. Threats to be aware of. The main one's going to be the weather. Technically, I believe it is still Cat 1, so we're not going for the auto land. However, we need to be then prepped for the go-around, because if we don't meet those minimums, then we're going around, and then we will perhaps get ourselves into a hold and get ourselves set up for an auto land. So the plan is, let's go through that. We're going to fly from I'm going to fly from Pole Hill, from there directly to the start of the localizer. We'll pick that up, so we're going to be green dot as we approach, flaps 1 as we make the turn, and then flaps 2 with the glide slope. It's an ILS 3-degree slope, 3,000 feet is platform altitude, no minimum speeds on the get-in. We've already computed auto brake medium, and when we land we're going to be vacating right. If we don't make Fox, then sorry, if we don't make Alpha, it's going to be a turnaround at the end on Echo, and then we'll come back in, park somewhere at the in front of the main terminal. So very short taxis, so no single engine taxi once we get in. Let's brief the go around. So Wookie Pilot, we should do an auto land and not plan for the go around. Well, you see, the problem is it's not LVP conditions. LVP conditions, unless stated, is usually about a ceiling of about 200 feet, which it's not. It's higher than that, and the visibility, which is what plays the main part in establishing whether low visibility procedures are in place. It's still 3 kilometres, so it's still Cat 1, which means the ILS protected zones are probably not protected at the moment. Sadly, we don't have real IFATs to help us with that, so we're kind of just playing the system, so to speak. Anyway, we need to start getting down because I've missed that top of descent. I'm chatting too much. So let's get down. We'll go flight level 70. I'm going to pull open descent, get down. So thrust idle 70 blue. Down, down we should go. Just thinking about it. A little quicker would be great. My God, did the baggage handler program the electrical system? There we go. Down we are. So let's just quickly look at the go-around so we know what we're doing with that. So if I don't see the runway lights by 862, which are our minimums, we'll climb straight out on the runway track, which is 318. And once we get to 2,000 feet, we're going to make a right turn back to the LBA, we'll enter the hold and we'll set ourselves up for an auto land. Missed approach altitude is 3,000 feet, so climbing up to 3,000 feet, and then once we're past 2,000, a right hand turn to take up the hold. So I think we're pretty well briefed in what it is we need to do. Clouds are building there, look. Just check the fuel, we've got 2.7 tons of fuel on board. CNR was 1.6, so that means if we're cutting it fine, then Manchester would be the place to dart into. However, just going to have a quick look in preparation. What are the minimums for this? Runway visual range 200 metres, yes, above that. And the lowest is Cat 3 Alpha, so a decision at 50 feet. That should be okay. So hopefully we'll be able to get into Leeds somehow. Whether it's a manual landing or whether it's an auto land. A320 lover, flight's going okay today. Thank you very much. Hope you're having a good day. Just having a look at ATC. Manchester's tower's online, Manchester ground is online, but I don't think anyone is controlling above that. So we're kind of on our own. Andrea, thank you for the sub. Hope you're well. Hey, Ryan E.
Ladies and gentlemen, take full advantage of your tax-free allowances today and make some amazing savings with our boutique range. In your in-flight brochure, you'll find details of our award-winning selection of gifts, most with massive discounts, some of which are exclusive to you as an Easyjet customer. Make the most of your opportunity to shop and save from the comfort of your seat. If you'd like to see any products, have any questions, or would like to make great savings, then just ask us as we join you in the cabin shortly.
Blue Sky's tax-free allowance on a domestic flight. Yeah, that might not be quite accurate. Stubby UK says he's always learning, particularly on the shorter flights. The shorter flights are just really busy, aren't they? Lots to do. Right, looks like we're about to start heading into that abyss. Right, flight level 150 at the moment. Another thing I'm going to do as well is the fixers page. We're just going to put in not the fixers page, sorry. Yeah, sorry, no, yeah, we are. We're going to put in on the fixers page E, G, and M. Oops. Runway 32. And pop in there a 9-mile radius. That's where we want to be, 3,000 feet to pick up that glide slope. Okay, 3000 blue and setting local pressure. That looks alright to me, 3000 feet here. However, just be aware of the MSA, because we're not going to be able to see the ground given the bad weather. So MSA is 3.5 as we're coming in, so that probably makes a little bit more sense just to get 3.5 on there until we're happy. Let's get the seatbelt signs on. And it's time for a bit of anti-ice as well, I think. Just going to turn the lights up because I think it's about to get very dark. Oops, that should have been shut. Right, we're going to pull speed, set speed 250, we'll get the LS done, we'll get the approach phase activated, so that's done as well.
Liverpool traffic easy 87 Golf Lima, mission start at 52 Liverpool.
Right, let's start concentrating then. So the approach checklist barrel ref is 1007, the QNH. Seatbelt signs are on, minimums are 862, auto brake medium, and the EFB is stowed. Anna, what's shorter, Belfast to the Isle of Man or Liverpool? Belfast to Isle of Man is shorter, Anna. I don't know if they do that flight. They do Liverpool to the Isle of Man, which is very, very short. Right, so the ILBF has been identified. We've already picked up a glide slope as well. That's neat. Terrain radar would have been good here because obviously we've got the Pennines just to the east of us. I think this is going to be our view now until we land. Hey, Faraz. Is there still the bug that whenever you're flying through cloud, the screens are ridiculously illuminated? Seems very, very bright to me. I'm going to drop out the cloud now, turn them down and not see anything. So I'm a little bit below the profile at the moment. That's fine. I will take that. It just allows us to bleed off speed. P.S. Miranda, you always get the message outer tank trull crossfeed. Should you be worried? No, just means that if you have a look at your fuel page, the outer tanks are now empty. So the crossfeed valves are open. That happens when they drop below 750 kilograms. So now the inner tanks are powering our engines. Faraz, yeah, we're on the dev version. That's right. Oh, Anna, do they do that flight? Oh, fair enough. Oh yeah, I wasn't aware of that. So just keeping an eye on the glide slope. Once that starts to come up in meters, we can probably arrest the VS rate and start to slow ourselves down a little bit. Because we're now effectively not flying a perfect downwind, but close. Randy, does it happen in real life? It does indeed. Yeah. I can see the ground, that's a good sign.
Cabin crew, about 15 minutes till landing. If you can prepare the cabin, thank you.
Right, let's start slowing our aircraft down a little bit. So, manage the speed. Said I wanted to be green dot by the time we sort of got beam the start of our approach when we make that left turn onto the base. Hey Photochromax, good afternoon. Temperatures come up so we can get rid of the anti-ice, that's not needed. Just looking, I've got an interesting drawing on the navigation display. It'll be interesting to see that. If need to, we'll pull heading and sort it ourselves.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will shortly be landing. Please ensure your cabin bag is safely stowed with your laptop inside. Your tray table must be stowed, armrests down, and window blind open. You now need to be seated with your seatbelt fastened, ready for landing. Please help us by handing in any rubbish, newspapers, or magazines that you do not want to take with you. The toilets are no longer in service.
So a reminder, we are approaching this as a Cat 1 manual landing. Minimums are 862, and if we're not happy then we're going around. We don't have a massive amount of fuel, of course. It's not a long flight, is it? Yeah, this is pretty realistic. This looks like the weather I've got outside my window at the moment, and I'm not a million miles away from here. Okay, so VS 500. Oh, looks like it is going to work, look. That left turn is sorting itself out. 10 miles out, flaps 1, speeds checked, flaps 1. Set speed, 180 knots. Classic Lock Blue Cat 3 Dual Autopilot 1 and 2. I'm going to pull heading. Just didn't quite like where it was going there, so take action. Platform altitude is 3,000 feet, so let's just stick with that. VS 500. Glide slope capture from above is a potential then now, so that's going to be gear down flaps 2. 8 miles. Leeds Bradford traffic easy 476 kilo is about to establish runway 32 on the ILS 7 mile final. Hey, full house, glide slope star, lock star. So missed approach altitude 3,000 feet, that is set. I can see the ground. I think I can see Elland Road. I don't know if that is Elland Road or not. Could be Bradford's football ground. I've no idea. Oh, this weather's awful, but highly realistic.
2,500.
So that's great. Right, radio altimeter is alive. Hey, Mark, had thunderstorms this morning in the southeast. Good afternoon to you. Okay, gear down. Spoilers, flaps 2, speeds checked, flaps 2. Little tailwind as well, so let's get configured. Sort ourselves out. Here comes the rain.
Cabin crew, please take your seats for landing.
Flaps 3. Flaps full. Okay, landing checklist. Cabin is secured. Go around altitude is 3,000 feet. ECAM memo. Landing no blue. Right, I can just see the ground there. Remember the go around. If we needed it, if we don't see the a light, then it's runway heading 2,000 feet.
Landing 230, 8 mile final.
And it's going to be a left turn. No, it isn't. What am I doing? Wrong chart. It's going to be a right turn back to the LBA.
1,000.
1,000 feet. And Belfast traffic easy 476 kilo is on 2 mile final, runway 32. Be aware aircraft behind that we may be backtracking on the runway.
Roger.
Light. Excellent. That's what we want to see.
500. 100 above.
2 red, 2 white, autopilot R5 control.
400. 300. 200. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Get down.
5.
Okay, spoilers, reverse green. Decel. Manual brakes. Right, what we can do...
Ladies and gentlemen, the cabin crew will shortly be leaving their seats to perform...
is this
safety
turnaround is
related
actually big
duties.
enough for us to
However,
wait for that
we
arriving
ask
traffic.
that you remain seated until the fasten seatbelt sign has been switched off. Portable electronic devices for messaging, calls or internet access may now be used. Please make sure that you take all your personal belongings with you, checking in the seat pocket, underneath the seat and in the overhead lockers. Do take
Yuck.
care when opening the lockers in case
Leeds
anything
Bradford
falls out.
traffic on
Smoking is
on
not
final.
permitted
Can I
until
just
you
have your
reach a
distance, please?
designated smoking area. On
Yeah, no worries. We're just doing a 360 on final at the moment. You're looking fine.
will help you complete your Easyjet journey.
Sorry, just say again,
For
distance to
promotions,
final.
flight and destination information, check out our...
We're just doing 360, so you got loads of time. Have much you need.
Roger, in that case we'll continue our backtrack easy 476 kilo and we'll announce when clear of the runway. Right, so if he's sitting himself in a little hold, get off the runway. Had a bit of a tailwind all the way down there that we didn't expect as well, didn't we? Well, this is highly realistic. I've never seen this airport before. It's been sat in my community folder for months, but great to actually enjoy it. Hey, Sarkotech. Right, is that a static aircraft or a real aircraft? And Leeds Bradford traffic, runway 32 is now vacated. Now, this isn't static traffic because it's got a beacon light and it's flashing. I'm technically not vacated till I've passed that line. There come the taxi lights, so I'll get as close as I dare to clear that. I can just about see that aircraft's wingtips in front of me. There we go, he's moving anyway. So let's get the strobes off. They can come off, that can come off, that can come off. APU can start.
Leeds Bradford traffic, easy, A337 taxiing to, I've forgotten the runway heading, my apologies.
3-2. 3-2.
3-2, thanks Gav.
Right, where we're going to park.
And Leeds Bradford traffic comes in 230 on a 6-mile final runway 32 Leeds Bradford.
This is great scenery, this. Like I said, I've not seen it before. This is Orbex's Leeds Bradford Airport, by the way. Well, welcome to a miserable Leeds. Sorry if you're a Leeds fan. I forgot what stand I said we were going to now. Did I say stand 10? Stand 10, yeah. So obviously this isn't an airport I fly into very much. Like I say, this is actually the first time I've flown into it, and that is due to the fact that well, Easyjet, they only fly here from Belfast. So that's the flight that we've done. Short flight. Christian, your lawn is as green as this yellow taxi line. Mine's very similar. They're a bit dead, aren't they, at the moment? Sarkotech, not default scenery, no, this is Orbex, Leeds Bradford. There you go, that's a common sight at Leeds, Jet 2 holidays.
Leeds traffic, Easy A337 backtracking for takeoff runway 32, and I'm assuming the go around will be taking at least 5 minutes to get back on track.
She looks very dramatic with those batons, doesn't she? There we go, and done. Right, so parking brake is set. APU is up and running. That's fine. I get a bit of APU bleed on. Let's shut down those engines. So flight time 45 minutes. Engine running time 56. Engine 1 shut down. Engine 2 shut down. I think we've got time for the return journey, guys. You're going to stick around for a bit of for the return leg. Let's request deboarding then. Hopefully, if you can stick around, that would be great. And yeah, we'll do the return. See what the weather's like. Seatbelt signs off, and if we can get some external power, that would be lovely. External power's connected, so we'll shut down that APU. They don't like the noise or the fuel.
Leeds traffic, Easy 8337 departing runway 32.
That's it. We're all set, ready for the turnaround. So in order to do that, of course, I need to just go set up the next flight. I will leave you with this beautiful view of a rather wet Leeds while everyone deboards and disappears. So guys, thank you for being with us for our first flight. We'll look forward to the second one. Oh, beacon light. Let's get rid of that, shall we? It is safe to approach, I promise. There we are. Okay, guys, I shall be back in a few minutes. Just going to go sort out the second flight. Alright then guys, so back with you, ready for the return leg. It's still raining lots here. Hey Vidis TV, thank you so much for the raid on Twitch, hope you're doing well. We've done our first leg, we're going to do the second leg in a second, getting back to Belfast. We need some more fuel. Let's take a look at the operational flight plan then, and we'll get going. So where are we? We're parked stand 10. Just checking no air traffic controls come online whilst I've been sorting that lot out. I don't think it has. No, it's fine. Alright, so new operational flight plan. Let's check this out. Here it is. So we've got nearly 17.5 tons of payload. That's quite heavy. Going back. Takeoff weight just over 63.5. Cruise 240. A little headwind. Hang on. We had a headwind coming. We've now got a headwind going back. That's unfortunate. So fuel weight 60. The alternate is Dublin. Let's might be interesting to divert there if we had to. So departing off runway 32 and Nelsa 3 Whiskey departure. That'll get us into en route back to Belfast, where we can expect the arrival runway 25 via Belzoo. And shear rate is 3. Plug fuel is just under 4 tons. Grid moral looks fine, should be. Leeds weather, naff. Belfast weather, worse than it was when we left. Should be okay. Hopefully it's okay. Just looking down, what we've got now at Belfast at the moment. So we've got some CBs knocking about. Thunderstorms, maybe. Thunderstorms and showers of rain. So hopefully it's going to be okay when we get back. It was fine when we left. They've obviously built up and come across in as we were there. Weather in Dublin looks Cat 1, but also interesting. Liverpool is better than this, but I don't really want to go back to Liverpool because that's not a million miles away from where we are right now. So we'll have a look and see how we're going with regards to that. We've already read the no times. Everything's absolutely fine for this. Let's have a look at the weather. Yeah, pretty similar. There we go. Embedded cumulonimbus clouds. That's now what's working its way across into Belfast. And our aircraft using runway 07. Are they? That's interesting. We'll check that out in a moment. And that is the case. We can saw that en route. Yeah, there's our route. So let's have a look and grab then the latest data. There it is. So what's happening at the moment then in Belfast? This was nearly an hour ago. Wind 0807, that confirms runway 7 would be in use, yeah. So we'll change that. Winds variable, vicinity of thunderstorms with some CBs as well, QNH 1006. Okay, that's fine. And we obviously know the weather here in Leeds, it's just naff. So, that's the technical description. What fuel are we going to go with? Well, we're not going to be going with plug fuel, that's for sure. Let's have a look. What's our takeoff weight? 63.6. If we throw an extra ton on there, that should be fine. Let's have a look how much fuel we can get on. See, because it's a short runway, so we need to see if there's a regulated takeoff weight for this. So we're at Leeds. We're departing runway 32. We'll grab the METAR. Runway condition is wet. Anti-ice will be off because it's warm enough. We don't need the anti-ice on. Takeoff weight, if we threw an extra ton on, we'll make it an ice round figure, let's call it 5, so that extra 1.1 tons, that'd give us a landing weight of 63 point, call it 63.3. Oh sorry, not landing weight, takeoff weight would be 64.8. so if we go with that, 64.8. Takeoff CFG, that's going to be forward. Takeoff thrust flex. Config 1. Air conditioning packs will be off. Anti-ice will be off. Now let's check the runway distance for Leeds. Runway 32. Takeoff from 32 from the head is 2190. So that's a little bit less than what we've got here. So yeah, is Delta 1 an option? Delta 1's very short there, isn't it? It would save time if we took off from Delta 1. If we did Delta 1, that's 1629. 1629. Can we do that? We can. Very low flex, but it does say that it is possible. We could do it if we needed to. Simon, is PAX takeoff normal? It depends on the airline, but for EasyJet standard operator procedures, yes it is. So yeah, we could do that. We could do the Delta departure, and with the extra fuel that I want to take, our regulated takeoff weight is 65.4. Our takeoff weight is 64.8, so that's fine. We don't have to take less fuel or deboard passengers. Always a good thing. Everything and everyone is happy there. We could do a config 2 as well, you know, if that was going to be an issue, because that would increase our regulated takeoff weight. So yeah, looks like config 1 is going to be okay for us. So a nice nice departure with a low V1. That's what I think we'll work with today. So yeah, let's take 5 tons of fuel. We might as well start getting that sorted now, hadn't we? So we'll do that in a moment. Just setting up something else here. Bear with me 1 minute. Okay. So if we go to our fuel page, we want to take 5 tons. Sounds like ATC has just come online, I think. London North is online. Brilliant. Oh, fantastic. And we've already got a pre-departure clearance, so we'll sort that in a minute. So yeah, 5 tons, real time. Set that done. Okay, good. Let's start getting passengers on board as well then, shall we? So we'll just download that and we'll start boarding. If we do that, fast boarding, I think.
Cabin crew, we're all happy with how things are up here, so you can now open the doors and start letting our passengers on board. Thank you.
No problem.
Elena, did we just get a PDC? We did indeed, so that's great from London North. Right, let's set what we can up. QNH here is 1007. Check what we've got up here. Nav, spoilers, everything's fine. Acupressure to the green, 1007. That's fine. That's on Unicom for the moment. 1007, pop the constraints on, get the flight directors back on, and our initial climb for that departure that we've been given is flight level 70, so I'll get that set on there now as well. Refueling is currently underway, passengers are coming on board. Let's set up the box. 3 now greens, aircraft status, that's fine. Let's do the init request. Simon, I use the Thrustmaster TCA side stick for all my Airbus flights. To be fair, I use it for my non-Airbus flights as well. Right, the ground temperature is 15. What was the tropo? It is 35218. Grab the winds. Keith, the thunderstorms of Dublin about an hour ago could be rough coming in. Well, hopefully we're not going to make it to Dublin. It's Belfast that we're headed to. Great, that's all done. So, departing runway 32, Nelson 3 Whiskey. We set boarding, didn't we? Oh, request boarding, there we are. And then arriving runway 7, isn't it? Which is an RNAV approach. Oh, that's going to be really interesting because final approach mode doesn't work in this. So if we're using runway 7 then to come in at Belfast, it's going to be an RMP approach. So we're not doing this anymore. How do we unpin this chart? Oh, there it is. Still getting used to this new Navigraph. Yeah, so coming in via Lurgu for the RMP approach. So brilliant. RNAV 07. No star because there aren't any, but it should come in via Lurgu. Insert that. 270 miles in the box. 200 miles in the flight plan. The difference because of that is the change of runway, so that's why. Okay, onto init B. Oh, actually, one moment. Just scroll through that. Discontinuity there. Yeah, I thought there would be. Belzu and then Lurgu for the approach. Excellent. We will probably, Anna, don't worry about it. What we'll probably do is once we're en route, we'll sort of vector ourselves in. We're not going to be flying to Belzu and back out again. Don't worry. Don't worry about that. Right, so that's fine. Let's do the init B page. That rain seems to be getting a bit heavier, doesn't it? So we're zero fuel weight as planned, 33.6. That's not right. 60. And the CFG is 33.6, so 60. 33.6. I'm just going to paranoia check that. Yep, it's fine. Headwind of 1. And we're going to take 5 tons of fuel. And the alternate to Dublin is 1.2 tons. And that's got us an extra 42 minutes. So if there are storms over the top of the airport, then we've got plenty of time to hold in case we need to. Dylan Controller, absolutely, of course we're flying EasyJet. we do occasionally step out of the EasyJet flight deck, but not today. I wanted to visit Leeds. I've not done Leeds before. 64.8 is our takeoff weight. So let's have a look at the performance. What did we base this on? 64.8. That was all worked out well, wasn't it? This is pretty much all done for us then. So already planned the performance. So 117, 130, 137. Config 1 and flexing of 43. Dylan, have we done Belfast to East Midlands? Not seen EasyJet fly to East Midlands for a long time now. I know they do sometimes have some summer routes there. What I really like is some good scenery for East Midlands. I think Perugia are meant to be working on that, aren't they? 117, 130, and 137 is V2. Clean 215, transition altitude here at Leeds 5000, and thrust reduction acceleration values are 1944, 1944, engine out 1944, flaps 1, and the flex is 43. Okay, that's sorted. Now, let's just have a look at this engine out procedure. So, it's non-standard. ILF 1.8 DME, it's a right turn heading 110, 3,000 feet, right turn back to the LBA and enter the hold. Now, we can't program the secondary flight plan for this, so let's just build a bit of a visual picture. What did it say? ILF, is that by any chance the... yeah, that's the ILS DME, ILF. So 110.9. So in that case, what we need to do is type in 110.9. Oh, actually, it's already in ILF. That's fine. Let's get that popped on the LS display. So we've got it there. We've got Pole Hill already in. Hard code that, and just LBA is already in as well. That's fine, so we can use that in the event of an engine out procedure. So just refresh our memory with that. What was it? At 1.8 miles, right turn heading 110. Then when we're at 3,000 feet, it's a right turn to LBA. Lovely. Okay. Map partially displayed. That's interesting. All the waypoints are in there, so it should be fine when we get once we get going. Not quite sure why we're getting the partially displayed message. Looks like the green route's missing, doesn't it? The nav line. We'll keep an eye on that. See what happens. Could just turn it off and turn it back on again. That's the Easyjet, the Airbus way, isn't it? All right, so box is all set up. Have I got LBA as one of the fixers? Because I might need that. We have now. Okay, let's do the brief then. Here come the passengers, look. So, starting with our weather as always, winds 350 at 6. So they're spinning around quite a bit, aren't they? 350 at 6, which means a bit of wind from the right as we're taking off. Visibility is now 2.5 kilometers with light rain, still misty, broken 300, temperatures 15, QNH is 1007. Weather en route is absolutely fine once we've climbed above all that mess. And then once we get to Belfast, in fact that's just been updated. Looks like thunderstorms have passed. We've still got some CBs knocking about. Wind is 120 at 7, so RMP runway 07 is still in use, presumably at the moment. So that's the weather en route. Aircraft is the A320neo. Looking at the tech log, terrain radar doesn't work, weather radar doesn't work, secondary flight plan doesn't work, and at the moment there seems to be a bit of an issue with my navigation display. I'm not quite sure what's going on there. Hopefully that'll right itself. If not, could be interesting, flying without the green line, but there we are. Hey Stealth Wolf, very well, thank you. Hope you're doing well. So, threats to be aware of, pretty much just a bit of unfamiliarity with this airport and in naff weather. Let's try not to get lost with the taxi. There's not too much terrain around. MSA is 3,500 feet. I'm just never departed out of Leeds before, so this no, mind you, until today, never arrived into Leeds before either. So it's all new. Let's have a look at the taxi, the push, where we're going, what we can expect. So we're parked currently stand 10. We'll push back facing east then, presumably. We've got ATC to contact, but it'll either be east or west, and then it'll be Charlie or Delta, and then I would imagine the plan is from there it's Delta down, and we've done performance figures so we can actually depart from Delta as well, rather than have to mess around backtracking. So that would be neat if that is the case. Is everybody now on board? I don't think they are. Who's closed the gate? Oh, I bet that's GSX, isn't it? Let me just open that back up again. So yeah, open that. Get everything open. Alright, so has the cargo door open as well? I'll just open that. Just in case those cargo loaders have been lazy like they were in Belfast earlier on. Yeah, so the biggest threat is just low visibility in the weather. LVP is not in place, so it's not like we couldn't do a single engine taxi. I'm not going to today because it's not a long taxi. I also want to concentrate on where we're going. It's also, it's a bit damp and wet anyway, so it's probably not the best, and with unfamiliarity of the airport I want to concentrate on where we're taxiing, not getting started late and running checklists and allowing for the neo engines to spool up, etc. So once we've done that taxi, we can depart via Delta 1 intersection. The departure itself is straight out, and then at 1,190 feet that is a left turn, no turns below 1,190 feet, and then I can pop this straight into manage mode, climbing up, initial climb flight level 70, first turn to the left, noise abatement 2 procedure, transition altitudes 5,000 feet. That is pretty much it. So nice and standard, no speed restrictions. We'll clean up on schedule and accelerate away as we go. Have a look at the engine out procedure. So that is non-standard here, 1.8 miles ILSDME. It's a right turn heading 110, and then once we're at 3,000 feet, we can make a right turn to the LBA, enter the hold. We'll get safe at 4,000 feet at the LBA. Bear in mind, elevation of this airport is 674, so one of the highest airports in England. Right, let's get that out the way. I think we're almost ready to go. So, ATC was online, wasn't it? London North, 133.7. We'll give them a shout, let them know that we're pretty close to going. They've already given us our pre-departure clearance, so just so I can confirm that with you guys, we've got information alpha from them. We're cleared off 32 Ryan Alpha 3 Whiskey Squawking 7,000. We need to set that. Next frequency 113.7. Aircraft type and stand number when ready for push. Perfect. Not often your squawk and your initial climb is the same, is it? Right, I think everyone's on board. Check, are the baggage crew, have they finished? Have they done their job? Yes. Right, let's get that APU started then. Oh, we'll have to pump off.
Hi Gavin, all the passengers are on board and we're ready to go. I'll bring you a cup of tea after we've taken off.
Great stuff, thank you very much.
Okay, so brief's all done. Just waiting for the APU to kick in. We'll remove the ground power and then we'll do the cockpit prep checklist and we'll get back to Belfast. Hopefully the weather's not as bad as it is here. It's always fun, isn't it, when you're in an airport with naff weather and then you climb up above it. I think it looks awesome. Captain Kevin, you're getting some Thunder and Lightning in Northern Ireland now. Wow. And yeah, so 7,000 the VFR code, which is interesting. I don't think I've ever been told to squawk 7,000 in the Airbus. APU's available. Excellent. Right. Off, 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 off. Seatbelt signs on. Get rid of that. Get rid of that.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. My name is Gavin and I would like to welcome you on board this Easyjet aircraft. We expect a good flight with you today with no weather problems showing in front of us, so we should be pushing back within the next few minutes or so. For now, the ground crew have now finished loading the last of the baggage into the aircraft, so if you could get yourself seated and secured, then we can make sure we can depart on time. The cabin crew will shortly be providing their safety demonstration video, so it would be appreciated if you could give them your full attention. A special welcome on board to our Easyjet Sim Pilot members, and if you wish to inquire about becoming a member, please contact a member of the cabin crew. All I Easyjet sim pilot members are of course entitled to free drinks throughout the flight. Thanks very much, and we'll give you an update once we are airborne.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback. Departure check completed.
Thanks, Mike. Left in. Are you able to establish there, or do you want to set the vectors? ED7 Mike, perfect, thanks. Runway 09, cleared to land. Surface wind variable 2 knots.
Right, contacting ATC in a minute, we'll just wait for them to
Chinook
finish.
52 Golf Hotel, left in 140 degrees.
Left heading 140 degrees, Chinook 52 Golf Hotel.
Air France 123, report we're heading to London on 132.6.
Reporting London, bank controller 132.6, Air France 123.
24 Charlie, climb flight level 190.
This controller sounds busy.
Flight level 190,
Air France 3965, descend flight level 200.
Flight level 200, and can we get vectors to final for the runway at Hardline?
The runway at where?
I didn't understand that either.
Easy-78 Juliet requesting taxi.
Easy-78 Juliet, Delta or Delta 1?
Delta to Delta 1, Easy-78 Juliet.
And Easy 725 Echo at Leeds Bradford, stand 10. We have information, Alpha Type A320, and we're ready for push and start.
Lufthansa 2 Mike Foxtrot, heading 335, flight level 8 to the room.
Left heading 335 and descend and 80 Lufthansa 2 Mike Foxtrot.
The last station call in the course on again.
Easy 725 Echo.
Easy 725 Echo, check squawk 5015.
Stand by, we had a PDC of squawk 7000, Easy 725 Echo. Just give us the new one, please.
2 seconds. Channel 52 Golf Hotel, turn left heading 085. And localizer established 05 left the same side.
Left heading 085 degrees, when localized established December the glide, Chinook 52 Golf Hotel.
Chinook 725 Echo, apologies, 5015.
Squawking 5015 for Easy 725 Echo.
Static control, KLM 117 heavy requesting.
That makes a bit more sense, doesn't it?
KLM 117, climb flight level 410.
Climb flight level 410, KLM 117 heavy.
Lufthansa 24 Charlie, left heading 170 degrees.
Left heading 170 degrees, Lufthansa 24 Charlie.
ED 725 Echo, push and start roof face east.
Push and start approve facing east, Easy 725 Echo.
ED 78 Juliet from Delta 1, wind is 310 degrees, 6 knots, 32 clear takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 32, Easy 28 Juliet.
And accuracy is good. Okay, so before start, checklist parking brake is set. Takeoff data has been confirmed. Windows are closed, EFB is on flight mode. Doors are closed and armed. Beacon light is on.
November 47 Yankee Foxtrot, London Control, list 1 Charlie arrival.
Blocking gear.
November 47 Yankee Foxtrot, Lister 1 Charlie arrival.
Lister 1 Charlie arrival, November 47 Yankee Foxtrot, thank you.
Gen X52 Golf Hotel 118.625.
118.625, Gen X52 Golf Hotel, bye-bye.
Bye.
London Centre sounds
Lufthansa
very
24
busy
Charlie,
today.
turn left at M155.
Left heading 155, just now, 24 Charlie.
Lufthansa 24 Charlie report back, head into London Control on 132.6, bye.
Report heading on 122.6, Lufthansa 24 Charlie.
Lufthansa 24 Charlie, double check.
Okay, so parking brakes released.
Commencing push. All engines are clear. Start at will.
132.6,
Engine mode selector 2, ignition and starting
Lufthansa 2
engine
Mike
1.
Foxtrot, descend to altitude 4,000 feet, QNH 1007.
Descending altitude 4000, QNH 1007, Lufthansa 2 Mike Foxtrot.
November 47 Yankee Foxtrot, route direct to Lister.
Direct to Lister, November 47 Yankee Foxtrot.
London EC678 Juliet, ready for push start.
E678 Juliet, push and start off route face east.
Face east, push start, full for E678 Juliet.
Lufthansa 2 Mike Foxtrot, 3,500 feet, turn left at in 320 degrees.
Descending 3500 and left heading 320.
Ladies and gentlemen, we now ask for your attention while we
Air
take you
France
through the safety
3965, descend flight level 180.
card is in your seat pocket, showing the exit routes.
180 for Air France
And the brace you
3965.
must adopt if you hear brace, brace. There are 2 emergency exits at the rear, 4 in the middle, and 2
And Center, this is Air France 3965. Just wondering
exit.
if we could get the vectors for ILS runway 05 left.
All cabin
Air France 3565 after the start, after Rosen.
Engine 1
Corrected
complete,
flight
starting
left
engine 2.
as shown. It must be fastened
After, could you say the fix again, the waypoint
at all
again?
times.
After Rosen, so that you'll direct an Otbed for the Otbed 1 mic, and after you'll get a vector for the island.
The oxygen. Put the mask over your nose.
Copy, we'll head direct to Rosin after the outbed and inspect the vector for Air France 3965.
ED78 Juliet, climb flight level 240.
If we land on water,
flight
take
level,
the life
240,
jacket from under your
ED78
seat.
Juliet.
Put it over your head. Pass the tapes around your waist. Click together. Pull the strap to adjust.
Stand by. Lufthansa 2 Mike Foxtrot, right at 030 degrees, 2,500 feet, cleared ILS from 07.
Simon, yeah, so EasyJet do start engine number 1 first. Because they're used to doing single engine taxis, is the main reason. Hey, Dr. Magic, welcome back.
The Shamrock 35 Kilo Russian Tango Kilo, was it?
Be stowed, armrest
Hey,
down.
sir.
Window blind.
Hey, re-cleared, Gurley 1 Tango, 07.
Someone going into Newcastle,
EasyJet.
or coming out of Newcastle rather.
Gurley 1 Tango, 7, pushback, that is approved. Full bottom ready, Shamrock 35.
Right, engine 2 is happy.
Air France 3965, descend flight level 160.
Level 160 for Air France 3969.
So, engine mode selectors back to normal. That can come off.
London Control, good afternoon.
That can come
Ryanair
off.
8 X-ray with you descending through flight level 262
And
for flight level 200.
spoilers. Rudder. Flaps 1.
Ryanair 8 X-ray, London Control, good afternoon.
Set the trim. And they have to start checklist. ECAM status. Anti-ice. Anti-ice is off. ECAM status is checked. Pitch trim is 33.9. Rudder neutral.
Flight level 160 and expecting ILS 05 right, Ryanair 1 X-ray.
Full left. Full right.
Expect ILS from
Neutral.
05 right.
Full up. Full down.
Expect
Neutral.
ILS runway 05 right.
Rudder
for
full right.
Air France 3965.
Rudder full left. And neutral. Right, let's see if we can get out of here, and we can take Delta, can't we?
Hello, Easy 23 Whiskey Uniform A320, QNH 1007, stand for radio report clearance, Lanzarote.
Just wait for this guy to get his clearance.
Whiskey Uniform, good afternoon. Third Lanzarote, Wrexham 2 Whiskey, arrive, total departure, 09, squawk 0734.
Just wait for that guy to read back.
To Victor departure, squawk 0734, Easy 23 Whiskey Uniform.
78 Juliet, climb now, unrestricted, all the way up, flight level 240.
Climbing now to 240, Easy 78 Juliet.
23 Whiskey Uniform, the read is correct.
Easy 72 Echo is ready for taxi, and we can depart today via Delta 1.
Easy 725 Echo, Delta, hold to hold Delta 1.
I just confirmed that was for Easy 725 Echo.
Easy 725 Echo, Delta, Delta 1.
Taxi Delta, hold Delta 1 from runway 32, Easy 725 Echo. Good.
London, Lufthansa to Mark Foxtrot, MI to land on Reservation.
Let's go.
Lufthansa 2 Mike Foxtrot, runway 07, clear to land, surface wind is 010 degrees, 6 knots.
Runway 07, clear to land, Lufthansa 2 Mike Foxtrot.
So, has our tug driver left yet? Why is our tug driver not left?
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
Unlocking the nose gear.
So, taxi procedure will be straight out on Alpha, right turn on Delta, continue on Delta, hold, and we can depart here. So it's pretty straightforward actually, that taxi route.
London Charles, hello, Channel 83 Yankee Kilo with you passing 2,500 for 5,000.
Just turn that off because I think I've just blinded the ground crew.
095 and climb now, flight level 190.
Say again for Channel 83 Yankee Kilo, sorry.
Channel 83 Yankee Kilo, right at 095 and flight level 190.
Right, 095 and climb flight level 190, Channel 83 Yankee Kilo.
PT spent all morning on the UK with full ATC coverage, excellent. Crashed at Gatwick though, oh dear.
Descent to flight level 100, Ryanair 8 X-ray X-ray.
Front,
Where is she?
69,
there she is.
3965 even, descend flight level 100.
Flight level 100 for 39.
You can never see them, they need to come more to the left, don't they? Or the right.
Easy 725 Echo from Delta 1, runway 32, you're cleared for takeoff. Surface wind is 170 degrees, 12 knots.
Taxi now to Delta 1 and we're clear to line up runway 32 and depart. Easy 72 Echo.
Easy 83 Yankee Kilo, climb flight level 260.
Right, so, head to check, no change to our performance, we've got wet figures, Delta 1 intersection departure.
83 Yankee Kilo.
Air front 3965, turn left, fly heading 265.
Engine out procedure is
left heading
non-standard, 1.8 miles, ILSTME, it is a right-hand turn climbing up to 3,000 feet. And then once that 3,000 feet, a right turn to the LBA. We'll get ourselves at 4,000 feet there, nice and safe. Departure is Nelsa 3 Whiskey, straight out with a left-hand turn after passing 1,190 feet. No speed restrictions, so clean up as we go, and initial climb is flight level 70.
Direct to the upset, Easy 78 Juliet.
London, Ryanair 902 Bravo, passing flight level 326 to flight level 280, inbound to Mammal.
Ryanair 902 Bravo, London, Rental 1 November, route direct to Gikov, crashing Gokov.
That's route direct to Gokov and expect Rental 1 November arrival, Ryanair 902 Bravo.
London Control, good afternoon, Easy 150 is at 3,000 feet. Easy 150, climb flight level 190.
Papa 190, Easy 150.
Shamrock 35 Tango Kilo, request taxi.
Shanix 35 Tango Kilo, UAC. Where are you calling from, sorry?
T5, I most certainly did not build the PC myself. I got Dark Fury, my MOC, to build that.
Lufthansa A320, standard 14, pulling into your left. Once he's clear.
My Tiger, thank you for the
Lufthansa 2 Mike
sub.
Foxtrot, hold Delta 8.
Holding Delta 8, Lufthansa 2 Mike Foxtrot.
Shamrock 35 Tango Kilo, right at Alpha and hold Alpha 1.
Right at Alpha, hold Alpha 1, Shamrock 35 Tango Kilo.
Lufthansa 2 Mike Foxtrot, you're given way to Shamrock A320. Once it's clear, stand to 14.
Copy, giving way to Shamrock and once it's clear.
T5, I can't give you the link because I didn't put the PC together, I'm afraid.
Flight level 80 for 3965.
Shuttle 12 Victor on this frequency.
So we're going to keep an eye on our navigation display. It doesn't seem to want to display the
requesting push and stop, please.
the nav track, does it?
London Ryanair 902 Bravo, we're given a speed restriction London Control back there. It was on conversion 300 or greater.
Ryanair 902 Bravo, roger, maintain 300 or greater.
Right, via Delta 1. Approach path is as clear as we can see it is. We've been given takeoff clearance already, so let's get our lights on.
Shuttle 120 London, to the Rim Tour 1 November arrival and route direct to Gorkov.
Taxi checklist, flight controls have been checked, flap setting is config 1, FMA, we've got climb nav blue 1FD2, 7000 blue, radar predictive issues on, ECAMO's got takeoff no blue, AFB is stowed in the lineup, checklist cabin secure, takeoff runway Delta 1, runway 32, TCAS TR, Apex 1 and 2 are off.
When ready to send flight level 270, Ryanair 902 Bravo.
Shanix, correction Easy 678 Juliet behind departing Easyjet A320 via Delta 19 at runway 23 behind. Correction, runway 32 behind.
32 behind the A320 departing aircraft, company for Easyjet.
Okay, so we'll give ourselves as much tarmac as possible here.
So then hello, Easy 72 Mike with you 6000.
London Control, Easy 20, Leicester, flight level 240.
Easy 20 London Control, good afternoon, climb, sorry, maintain flight level 240. Rebel 1 Golf arrival.
Flight level 240 and Rebel 1 Golf arrival, Easy 20.
Easy 23 Whiskey Uniform, request push stop.
Easy 23 Whiskey Uniform, push and start approved.
Push start approved, Easy 23 Whiskey Uniform.
London Ryanair 902 Bravo requesting RMP approach to runway 07.
Right, let's go.
Easy 902 Bravo, expect vectors for
take off.
ILS from 07.
Start the chrono. 50% M1 set.
Ryanair 902 Bravo, descend flight level 180.
Stable,
ILS
set takeoff
07.
thrust. Man, flex,
Flight
SRS.
level 180 and request RMP to runway 07 if that's possible.
Strange that we're not getting the runway
Okay,
there.
RMP then.
London Easy A337 requesting taxi to runway 32.
Stand by. Ryanair 8 X-ray, X-ray turn left at in 250 degrees.
V1.
Left 250, right.
Rotate.
X-ray, X-ray.
Easy 678 Juliet, line up runway 32.
Nav.
Easy 8337, taxi
Gear up.
Delta, hold Delta 1.
Taxi Delta, hold Delta 1 and we can depart from Delta as well.
FedEx 1722.
Yeah, FedEx 1722, I'm with you.
Okay, so I'm going to turn on the autopilot, see where it wants to go. It is targeting the right waypoints according to this.
Climb flight level 190 for me.
Thrust climb, climb.
Climb flight level 190, FedEx 1722.
Easy 150 Unicom, goodbye.
Unicom, Easy 150, have a good day, bye-bye.
Easy 728 Mike, climb flight level 210.
210, Easy 728 Mike.
Easy 725 Echo, report your passing altitude and climb flight level 150.
Passing 3,200 and climbing now flight level 150, easy 725 Echo.
Shamrock 35 Tango Kilo, runway 07 clear takeoff. The wind is 050 degrees at 13 knots.
Flap 0, spoilers disarmed.
Okay, takeoff Shamrock 35 Tango Kilo, runway 07, thank you.
E78 Juliet, contact Scottish 135525.
Contact Scottish 135.
But 7 Max says this runway doesn't have a localizer. It absolutely does, we've just landed on it.
Ready, descend flight level 250 and be level by Digel.
Where are you going or not going?
When ready, descend flight level 250 and be level by Digel. KLM 117 Heavy.
November 47 Yankee Foxtrot, Unicom.
47 Yankee Foxtrot again, please.
November 47 Yankee Foxtrot, monitor Unicom 122.18.
122.18, looking for control, November 47 Yankee Foxtrot.
Ryanair 8 X-ray, turn left at 225, descend to altitude 4,500 feet, QNH 1007.
Left 225, descend 4,000 feet, QNH 1007. Ryanair 8 X-ray.
Air France 3965, left at 235.
Left heading 235.
What if we can get a direct Nelson?
Ryanair 902 Bravo, descend flight level 160.
Descend flight level 160, Ryanair 902 Bravo.
An easy 752 Echo, just got a slight navigation issue. Can we go direct Nelson?
2 seconds, sorry, ask me that question in a minute. Easy 678 Juliet, runway 32 clear takeoff. The wind is 130 degrees 4 knots.
Copy, please takeoff on
Easy 725 Echo. For the moment, fly in 255 and climb flight level 240.
Ladies and gentlemen,
heading
please
255 and climb
fastened
flight
while
level
the seatbelt sign is
240
on.
for easy
We recommend
725
that
Echo.
you keep your seatbelt.
Triple 12 Victor, pressure 12 Zulu even, descend flight level 160.
Remember that smoking is not permitted at
Easy 728 Mike, climb flight level 240.
Oh, climb 240 blue and heading 255.
Ryanair 8 X-ray, right hand turn, heading 265.
Right 265, Ryanair 8 X-ray.
FedEx 1722, monitor Unicom 122.8.
Over on Unicom 122.8, FedEx 1722.
Can't see the screens now.
Ryanair 2503, we're Boeing 738, stand 17, Leeds, ready for push and start.
Ryanair 253, pushing
Past 10,000 feet, let's clear the RadNav page out.
Push start approved, Ryanair 2503.
Cost index of 0.
678 Juliet to report your passing altitude, climb now flight level 100.
Passing 25 and climb 100 now, Easyjet
Easy 9, correction Ryanair 902 Bravo, descend flight level 130, keep the speed.
Descend flight level 130, and keep speed Ryanair 902 Bravo.
Ryanair 8 X-ray, right heading 320 degrees.
Right 320, Ryanair 8 X-ray.
Air France 3965, 4,500 feet, QNH 1007.
Nice that we've got the
4,500 feet, QNH 1007.
we've got the track back now.
3965.
Easy 720 Echo, did you say you're able to direct to Ipset?
It seems like everything's fine now, so we can go direct wherever you need us to go. Easy 725 Echo.
Easy 725 Echo, if you keep the speed and the climb the same, you can route direct to Ipset.
Direct to Ipset, and we'll keep the speed and climb the same. Easy 725 Echo.
Shuttle 12 Zulu, descend flight level 130.
130.
Easy 728 Mike, it is the IMPIP 1 Echo arrival.
IMPIP 1 Echo arrival.
That's pretty much the entire way there.
Ryanair 8 X-ray, 3,500 feet, right at
Does it mean points working this yet? No, not yet.
3,500 and right 010, Ryanair 8 X-ray.
Air France 3965, 3,500 feet.
Perfect, a lovely little direct, get us back on time.
25 Tango Kilo, fly in 235, climb now, flight level 190. Pressure, 190.
Heading 235, flight level
Shouldn't have any problem keeping this climb profile.
Easy, correction Ryanair 902 Bravo, fly heading 010 degrees.
Fly heading 010 degrees, Ryanair 902 Bravo.
Shuttle 12 Zulu, speed 270 knots or less. Shuttle Total 12 Zulu, speed 270 knots or less. Ryanair 8 Extra rated in 065 when localizer established from a 08, expression 05 right descent side.
Right 065 and when established localized 05 right descend on the glide Ryanair 8 X-ray.
Channel 1 Charlie, climb flight level 190.
190, Channel 1 Charlie.
Air France 3965, left heading 150 degrees.
Left heading 150 degrees for 3965.
Easy 678 Juliet, climb flight level 240, fly heading 265.
Climbing 265 and what's the climb for Nelson situation?
It's all the way up 24.
Yeah, 24 for
Easy 8337, oh, go. Ryanair 2503,
Right, so
Delta 1.
4,000 feet to go, then we'll get ourselves sorted and have a look at briefing the approach into Belfast. It's pretty straightforward, the INAV approach, but we haven't got final approach mode enabled in this aircraft, so it will be slightly different to the Phoenix.
Is it 23 Whiskey Uniform cross taxi?
The 23 Whiskey Uniform calling from Mercer.
God, those clouds look amazing.
Taxi room 09 and report ready for departure.
Taxi 09, report ready for departure. Is it 23 Whiskey Uniform?
Ryanair 8 X-ray, Tower 18625.
11865, Ryanair 8 X-ray.
If you are just joining us, this is our second flight of the day.
140 degrees.
We did Belfast to Leeds and now we're on the return leg.
Left heading 140 degrees for 3965.
Leaving all this rubbish weather behind.
Climb flight level 270, turn left heading 215.
So I'm just going to quickly get the weather for Belfast.
Ryanair 902 Bravo,
so 0807.
Speed 250 knots operator.
Varying between 040 and 100. Visibility is fine. Few clouds at 36. Some CBs, 21 degrees. QNH 1006.
Level 110, speed 270, correction 250 knots or less.
Level 110, 250 knots or less, just along with
AD 678 Juliet, stop climb flight level 230.
Stop climb after 230 for Easy 678 Juliet.
Air France 3965, turn left heading 090 degrees, when localizer established from a 09, correction 05 right descent side.
090 degrees, we'll tell you when we're on the localizer for 05 right for 3965.
Land control, Easy 572, flight level 320, climbing 250.
So I'll fill the rest of that in once we've just sorted the top of climb checks. Alt star.
Climbing 370, Easy 572.
Shamrock 35 Tango Kilo, left heading 190 degrees.
Left heading 190
I'll
degrees,
cruise.
Shamrock 35 Tango Kilo.
Ryanair 902 Bravo, left heading 330 degrees, descend flight
Cycle
level
through the
8,
SDs, make sure they're all okay.
500 feet, QNH 1007.
That's left heading 330 degrees, descent altitude 4,500 and QNH is 1007, Ryanair 902 Bravo.
Yeah, nothing wrong there, all that's fine.
PD 62 November, climb flight level 190.
November.
So, quick look at information off here. MSA is 35.
Easy 23 Whiskey Uniform ready for departure.
Transition altitude is 6,000.
Sorry, you did disconnect. Wait, what are you calling?
Platform is 2.5.
From a 09 clear takeoff, surface wind variable 2.
And
clear takeoff 09.
we've only got LNAV minimums today.
Correction 725 Echo, contact Scottish 135.525.
135.525 for Easy 725 Echo. Thanks for the service. Bye bye.
KLM 117, contact Amsterdam radar 125750. Bye.
Contact Amsterdam radar 125.75. Thanks for the AT. KLM 117 heavy.
EV20 Scottish.
Scottish Control, good afternoon, Easy 725 Echo is flight level 240 at direct IPSET.
Easy 725 Echo, Scottish Control, when ready, descend flight level 200.
And when ready, we'll descend flight level 200, Easy 725 Echo. Right, not ready just yet.
Scottish Control, Easy 20 is Rebel 1 Golf to Park.
So as we, so runway visible range needs to be 1,500 metres or more, which it is today, minimum 610.
Easy 20 Scottish Control, roger. Easy 2279, runway 07, surface wind 080 degrees, 7 knots, clear for takeoff.
Good, take off runway 07, Easy 2279.
Do a fully config landing today.
Report you're passing altitude, fly heading 120 degrees.
We're passing 3,000 feet and fly heading 120 degrees, easy 85 Golf Charlie.
How long is the runway?
Bangladesh 1 holding
2780. Oh, actually, we could do flaps 3. Couldn't we? We did flaps 4 coming into Leeds because it was a shorter runway. So,
degrees, 8 knots, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, Bangladesh 1
we might as well do a flap 3 landing. It's better for the environment.
Jamestown 3658, ready for taxi, QNH 1006.
There we go.
Jamestown 3658, taxi holding point Alpha 1, runway 22.
Holding point Alpha 1 for runway 22, Jamestown 3658.
Easy 108, runway 07, surface.
So we may get a direct to Lurgu, which is fine. What's more important for us, however, is making sure that we're at 2,500 feet.
5 Golf Charlie, climb
at
4,000
feet, sorry, at Lurgu.
Climb level 290.
And then we need to be at 2,500 feet here. So what we can do is, with flight level 250, we'll need to...
Easy 85 Golf Charlie, turn left, heading
we'll need to
100
lose
degrees.
20,000 feet.
Left heading 100 degrees, easy 85
20 times 3 is 60. Add 15 for slowing down.
Easy 20 when ready, descend flight level 1.
75 miles from Lurgu is our top of descent.
Easy 20 descending flight level 130.
Easy 728 Mike, Scottish control, roger.
75 miles is now set. How far away are we from that?
Report
there we go. That's not a million miles away, actually.
Heading 100 degrees.
Passing 3,000 feet and heading 100 degrees.
So what we are going to have to do then, let's quickly have a look at this.
Descend to altitude 5,000 feet, QNH 1006.
So the weather in Belfast, wind 080 at 7, so most of it is a headwind, that's fine. Visibility is fine, we've got a few clouds, 3,600 feet. Some CBs around QNH 1006, set that now.
Easy 9001, speed 160 knots or less until 4 miles.
So weather is fine, it's all Cat 1 stuff. Aircraft, nothing else is broken. We haven't managed to break anything else
Easy 85 Golf
today.
Charlie, turn right,
no notes for the arrival. Threats to be aware of. Slightly different approach coming in with regards to not being able to use the final approach mode. So it's an RMP approach using track FPA, which I'll explain in a moment. A little bit of terrain to the east, but should be clear enough to see all of that. Don't need to worry about it as we're coming in. So the way we're going to fly the approach, we're probably going to get vectored in. We'll then get hopefully a direct to Lurgu rather than having to go to Belfast. And well, it's not actually Belfast, is it? It's where does it get us to? Belzoo. Hopefully we'll not have to fly Belzoo and then all the way around. So what we're going to do is somehow we'll get direct to Lurgu. We're planning 4,000 feet at Lurgu. At that point then I'd like to be green dot flaps 1 here, flaps 2 as we get down to 2,500 feet. And then when we are 0.3 miles from AA07 Fox, we're going to set the 3 degree descent rate to get down. Minimums are 610,
continue approach wind 090 degrees, 9 knots.
And then once we've landed, we can vacate either Bravo or Alpha. It's going to be a config 3 landing today. So just confirming everything in the box. There's Belzoo, following the RMP approach.
Easy 728 Mike, when ready. Descend flight level 130.
Radnav, we'll get the Belfast VOR in there.
Descend flight level 10.
Progress page, Echo Golf, Alpha Alpha.
Easy 728 Mike, just confirm flight level 130.
130,
Costing index of 4.
Easy 9001, runway 07, cleared to land.
VAP is 143, minimum 610, config 3 landing, and a landing weight of 63.1, which is well below minimum landing weight. So, sorry, maximum landing weight.
Easy 678, Scottish control, roger.
Isle of Man is down there. Only other thing to touch upon is the go around if we need it.
Easy 85 Golf Charlie, turn right, heading 140 degrees.
So continuous climb 3,000 feet, 1,200, normal climb, and then left turn, Tracking
Easy
2553,
2279, turn right heading
1000,
145.
then left turn to the Belfast VOR.
Turn right heading
Well, we'll take up the
145,
hold,
easy
or as
2279.
directed from ATC.
Easy 835 Echo, report your passing altitude to climb flight level 230.
Lots of similar call signs tonight, which is why I may be stuttering a little bit just as ATC starts to speak, so I don't miss it. Make sure we don't get
Easy
a missed
78
call.
Gillette when ready, descend to altitude 4,000 feet, cleared RMP approach runway 07.
That's the approach we'll be doing.
Descending to 4,000 feet, cleared RMP 07, easy 78 Juliet.
Gemstone 3658, hold position after departure, runway 22, turn left, direct Blacker.
Holding position after departure, turn left direct Blacker, runway 22, Gemstone 365.
Okay, we're going to go down now.
Gemstone 3658, correct.
He's
Via
told us we can
Alpha
descend
1,
when ready,
enter
so
backtrack line up runway
we
22.
shall we'll do that now.
Yeah, Alpha 1, cleared backtrack.
First line level descent,
22,
200 blue.
365.
Easy 725 Echo is now descending flight level 200.
Being altitude to climb flight level 290.
Passing flight level 60, heading 293. Passing altitude, please repeat again.
Bangladesh 1160, climb flight level 290.
Climb flight level
Just taking about
290.
4,000 in the box there, and then 2.5.
Easy 725 Echo, fly heading 290 degrees.
Heading 290 and descending flight level 200 now, easy 725 Echo. Heading mode 290.
Easy 9001, vacated Bravo.
Easy 901, taxi stand 17.
Captain Gavy isn't cleared up now, we've got clear skies again. Excellent, that's what we wanted.
Good afternoon, Scottish Centre, easy 225 at stand 8 with information Foxtrot, Airbus A320, request clearance Manchester as filed.
Easy 225 Scottish, standby. Helimed 05 leaving controlled airspace. It's a deconfliction service, and when able, see approach request for Dundee.
Copy, deconfliction service, and we'd like to ILS 09 Dundee, Helimed 05.
Helimed 05, road 67. Easy 85 Golf Charlie, resume on navigation, direct INCOB.
Navigation direct INCOB, easy 85 Golf Charlie.
Easy 2279, resume on navigation, direct ETIGA.
Resuming on navigation, going direct to ETIGA, easy 2279.
So what I'm going to do is just to help with my descent planning is actually just pop
Lurgo
Lurgo in there so I can work out. So that's 60 miles away, so for about 24,000 feet that would work. We're actually below that profile, so that's fine. Speed alt star. 60 miles is how many track miles you need at 20,000 feet?
Easy 20, descend flight level 90, high speeds approved.
Descend flight level 90 and roger, easy 20.
Easy 728 Mike, fly heading 335.
Right, looks like we've been given a direct Lurgo, so we can do that now. And Easy 725 Echo is now expecting their MP05 and our navigation Lurgo. Let's go straight there. Direct Lurgo and back in nav mode.
Gemstone 3658, runway 22, wind 170 degrees, 8 knots, clear for takeoff.
Let's take off 22, Black, Gemstone 3658.
Logan 178 Yankee, taxi holding point Bravo.
So keep an eye on our performance and
Easy 725 Echo, when ready, descend flight level 80, high speed approved.
descend flight level 80 and high speed approved, Easy 725 Echo.
Easy 85 Golf Charlie, contact London 133
Just side level descent 80 blue.
Bye bye.
Contact London 1337, easy 85 Golf Charlie, goodbye.
If you've enjoyed the two flights today then guys, please do consider hitting that like button, it does make a big difference, so thank you everyone who's done that already.
Easy 2279, thank you.
Busy all day now, ATC's come on, isn't it?
Easy 678 Gillette, report back.
Report back, easy 678.
Easy 225, I have your clearance when you're ready.
Easy 225, request clearance to Manchester is filed. Airbus type A320 with information Foxtrot on stand 8.
Easy 225, cleared to Manchester, Gotham 1 Delta departure, squawk 2153.
Easy 225, cleared via the Gotham 1 Delta departure, squawk 2153.
Easy 225, correct.
So far away from
Logan 17 X-ray Yankee, hold at Bravo.
40
After
miles.
departure, runway 26, turn left, direct Macrahanish, Mike Alpha Charlie.
What position after
So when we're at
departure,
14,000
turn
feet,
left, direct,
if we're about 30 miles away, maybe a little more, so we've got time to slow down,
Yankee,
then the
correct.
profile's
Bravo,
looking good.
backtrack line up, runway 26.
Via Bravo, enter backtrack line up runway 26.
Anna's happy because of all of the Belfast traffic.
Gemstone 1658, report your passing altitude to climb to altitude 6,000 feet.
Passing 2,200, climb 6,000, Gemstone 365.
Easy 728, Mike, descend flight level 90, high speed approved, vectoring LS, approach runway 06.
Miss 129, just leaving Belfast. Excellent, hope the weather was good for you.
High speed approved vectors for the RLS 06, Easy 721.
Helimed 05, route direct Dundee, Delta November Delta, and when ready, descend altitude 4,400 feet, QNH 1008.
Direct Dundee 1008, and when ready, descend 4,400, Helimed 05.
So much ATC on. Brilliant.
Flight altitude 560 over at Barco.
Player 5, Scottish Control, squawk 3521.
Squawking 3521, player 5.
So using that rule of 3,
621 kilo, we're on A320.
we're about on profile, but I would like to get underneath it so we can slow down. So what we're going to do, we're going to wind the speed up.
Standby number 1, break, easy 7, correction, easy 20, descend flight level 80.
And then just get underneath that profile a little bit.
Descend flight level 80, level by Atlantic, easy 20.
Gemstone 3658, climb flight level 170.
Climb level 170, Gemstone 3658.
Captain KV, 11 FPM on your touchdown. Congratulations.
Easy 621 kilo.
Probably not be deemed a good landing though.
Departure, squawk 27.
Far too soft, I'm afraid.
Fair Jersey, Gotham 1 Delta, squawk 2736, easy 621 kilo.
Elliot, what do I miss the fly-by-wire versus the Phoenix? Secondary flight plan.
Easy 225, ready for push and start.
Secondary flight plan I miss.
225, push and start approved, QNH 1007.
QNH 1007.
And final approach
Logan
mode.
17X, Yankee,
as we could do with.
Surface wind is 330 degrees, 5 knots, clear for takeoff.
Barney Ox, the stream's kept him entertained while he's in bed with his shingles. Oh mate, that sounds horrible. Touch wood, I've never had it. Had chicken pox, of course, but...
route direct Clon, Kilo
yeah,
Lima, Oscar, November, climb flight level 350.
Climb flight level 350.
High speed has been approved, so we can maintain this below 10,000 feet.
Easy 678 to let Roger, expect RMP approach runway 07 via Lergo, Lima India Romeo Golf Uniform. When ready, descend flight level 200.
Climb and maintain flight level 350 and direct to Clone, Bangladesh 160.
So we're about 18 miles on the profile. And we've got 22 miles there, so this is working nicely.
Easy 728, Mike, range 38 miles, descend.
So we've got speed limit exceeded, that's fine. We've been given high speed approved from ATC, that's fine. Temperature is fine with these clouds, don't need to worry about anti-ice.
Easy 20, leave Lanark heading 345. Descend to altitude 6,000 feet, QNH 1006.
Speed alt start.
Easy to leave Lanark heading 345. Descend to altitude 6,000 feet, QNH 1006.
So further descent, we just could do with a little bit of that.
QNH1006, sorry, EZ20.
Easy 725 Echo, descend altitude 4,000 feet, QNH1006, cleared RMP, approach runway 07.
Descend altitude 4,000 on the QNH1006 and cleared the RMP runway 07 for Easy 725 Echo.
Gemstone 3658, Tunstall 1 Echo, arrival for Edinburgh.
Thrust idle, open descent 4,000 blue. Lambda, yeah, we use Manchester's Marco's simulations, Manchester quite often. Great scenery.
Easy 78 Gillette, runway 07, wind 090 degrees, 9 knots, cleared to land.
My apologies, cleared to land, runway 07, Easy 78 Gillette.
Player 5, route direct Lake 8, Lima Alpha, Kilo Echo Yankee.
Direct Lake 8, player 5.
So, not sure the level off arrow is in the right place. But we do need to start slowing down because we're only 10 miles away from Ergu now. So what we're going to do is get that approach phase activated. We're now going to start slowing down.
Yankee, report your passing level.
Passing 5,000, Logan 17X-ray Yankee.
Logan 17X-ray Yankee, roger, identified. It's a deconfliction service.
Jake, you live underneath the Legu waypoint. Excellent. What a great place to sit in aircraft spot.
Easy 728 Mike, descend to altitude 5,000 feet.
5,000 is
Easy 20, turn left, heading 340 degrees, descend to altitude 5,000 feet.
Turn left, heading 340 degrees, descend altitude 5,000 feet, Easy 20.
So the approach checklist, BRF QNH1006, seatbelt signs are on minimum 610, using auto brake low, and the EFB is stowed.
Helimed 05, descend altitude 3,000 feet, cleared ILS, approach runway 09.
This aircraft seems a bit slippery, slowing down.
Easy 728 Mike, descend to altitude 4,000 feet.
4,000 Easy 728 Mike.
Zico, no. So Ryan, deconfliction service just means they will steer you clear of other traffic, basically.
I see the proof that they threw on direct aircraft for Easy 678.
Easy 835 Echo, when ready, descend flight level 130.
Okay, I'm going to start configuring because we might need that extra drag to get down to 2,500 feet. So flaps 1, speeds checked, flaps 1.
Easy 20, descend to altitude 3,500 feet.
Descend altitude 3,500 feet, Easy 20.
Easy 72 Mike, descend to altitude 3,000 feet.
3,000 Easy 72 Mike.
And Easy 728 Echo, just confirm cleared down 2,500.
Easy 725 Echo, you're cleared for the approach, so descend via the procedure.
Thank you, Easy 725 Echo. 2,500 blue.
Easy 728 Mike, turn right,
flaps
heading
2, speed check,
030
flaps
degrees,
2.
cleared LS, approach runway 06.
Turn right, heading 030 degrees and clear the ILS 06, Easy 728 Mike.
Yeah, the reason I asked, I thought he'd given us an instruction there, clearly giving it to another call sign that was similar to ours.
Easy 225, taxi
to make sure I'd not
holding point
missed
Alpha
it.
1, runway 06.
Easy 225, taxi to holding point Alpha 1.
Easy 78 Gillette, taxi stand 16.
Taxi to stand 16, Easy 78 Gillette.
Scottish Good Day, Gemstone 227, Golf Lima, FSLTL FSTraffic.
Okay, so remember our descent point is Alpha Alpha 07 Fox. And at 0.3 miles we're going to start heading down for that.
Scottish good day, this is Gemstone 27 Golf 3 Mike Glasgow, requesting Alpha clearance down to Dublin, this is Motion Delta.
Gemstone 27 Golf 3 Mike Scottish, standby number 1.
Speed out star.
9728 Mike, established Dallas 06.
2,500.
Very altimeter is alive.
Easy 728 Mike, runway 06, surface wind 050 degrees, 8 knots, cleared to land.
06, cleared to land, 728
Easy 725 Echo, runway 07, surface wind 090 degrees, 9 knots, cleared to land.
Good to land, Easy 725 Echo.
Easy 835 Echo, descend flight level 100, leaving controlled airspace by descent, high speed approved.
Descend flight level 100 and copy Easy 835 Echo.
Okay, so
station calling again.
Targeting Belfast. We've got the runway in sight. We're nice and visual now.
Gemstone 27
6 miles to go.
Dublin,
Gear down.
3 Alpha
Spoilers.
departure, squawk 7302.
Dublin,
lights are on.
3 Alpha departure, can I set a squawk again, please?
Gemstone 27 Golf Lima,
Nice little tailwind at the moment.
7302.
But current plot should be completely broken. Could you just run me over, please?
Flaps 3, speeds checked.
Great, squawk 7302 for
Landing checklist. Camera secured.
Gemstone 27
Fuel and
Golf Lima,
altitude
correct,
is
brake easy,
3,000
turn
feet.
left heading 260 degrees,
Set.
descend to altitude
Eco memo
3,000
landing
feet,
no
report localizer established runway 23.
Turn left heading 260 degrees, descend altitude 3000 and Wilco. Easy 20.
KLM 1277 when ready.
So 3 miles, 1210 is what we need.
When ready, 200 in 40 miles.
Might
in
just be a
40 nautic,
tad high.
KLM 1277.
But not
Easy
much.
225 behind the landing company, 320 via
Why is
Alpha 1
everyone
line up runway
screaming?
06 behind.
I think the self-loading cargo's bugged.
Landing aircraft, thank you.
What is happening there?
Bangladesh 1160 requesting for disconnect the flight. Asking permission.
Right. Autopilot off, I have
Bangladesh
control,
1160,
flight
you
director's
can
off.
disconnect, you don't need to ask.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
100 above.
Easy 678, just verify your routing direct Lurgo, I'll show you routing direct to the airfield.
VDEF scale is always useful, isn't it, when you're doing an approach like this. Minimums continue.
Gemstone 3658, fly heading 045, when ready, descend flight level 130, vectoring ILS approach runway 06.
Heading 045 second, descent altitude to Gemstone 3658.
Gemstone 3658, flight level 130.
Heading 045, descent 130, vectors ILS 06, Gemstone 365.
Easy 20, descend to altitude 2000 feet, cleared ILS approach runway 23.
Descend altitude 2000 feet and clear for the approach. Runway 23.
Spoilers, vest green.
Element 05, runway 09, surface wind 070 degrees, 5 knots, cleared to land.
Clear to land, runway 09, element 05.
Easy 40 Yankee Victor, ready check.
And reverses off.
Easy 40 Yankee Victor, Scottish, speed above
Roll to the
25.
end. Or vacate.
Good, Easy 40 Yankee Victor.
Manual brakes.
Alpha Square is stand 13, information Delta on board, aircraft type A320 request flight for clearance to Gatwick.
Easy 40 Yankee Victor, cleared to Gatwick via Ringer, initial climb altitude 5,000 feet, squawk 7026.
Easy 225 on runway 06, ready for takeoff.
Easy 40 Yankee Victor, read back.
Cleared, IFR to Gatwick, initial 5,000, squawk 7026.
Easy 40 Yankee Victor, correct, break easy 728 Mike, taxi stand 16 Alpha.
16 Alpha, easy 7
Easy 225, runway 06, wind 040 degrees, 7 knots, clear for takeoff.
Lamtobi, so Manchester Airport does have its own
takeoff.
jetway, so yes, you'll want to disable them in GSX.
Scooty radar, hello, EC81 Golf Papa with information Delta on board, Belfast, the request for clearance to London Luton.
Easy 81 Golf Papa, Scottish standby number 1. Easy 835 Echo, deconfliction service.
Deconfliction service, 835 Echo.
Easy 835 Echo, contact London 133.7, bye bye.
137 is 835 Echo, thank you.
Easy 20, runway 23, wind 110 degrees, 7 knots, cleared to land.
I'm not sure if this guy's going to give us a taxi parking stand, so
Gemstone 3658,
maybe we'll just go where we want.
80.
Descend level 80, Gemstone 3658.
Logan 17X3 Yankee, route direct Glasgow, Golf Oscar Whiskey.
Route direct Glasgow, Logan 17X3 Yankee.
Welcome back to
Easy
Belfast,
81
everyone.
Golf Papa, cleared to Luton via Ringer. Initial climb altitude 5,000 feet, squawk 0476.
Clear to Luton via Ringer, initial climb 5,000 feet at squawk 0476 for EC81 Golf Papa.
Easy 81 Golf Papa, correct, break, Easy 725 Echo, taxi stand 9.
Stand 9 for Easy 725 Echo. That's good.
Logan 17X3
Nice short taxi
entering
in.
class Echo airspace, it's a radar control.
Radar control, Logan 17X3 Yankee.
Easy 678 to that, check your route, you're still showing direct to the airfield, not to Largo.
Redirect to Largo for EC672.
Easy 225, report your passing altitude to climb flight level 290.
Easy 225, passing flight level 4,000.
Easy 225, climb flight level 290.
Easy 225, climb flight level 290, thank you.
Easy 678 to left, descend to altitude 4,000 feet, QNH 1006.
4,000 feet, QNH 1006, EC672.
Jamestown 27 Golf Lima, ready for push and start.
Jamestown 27 Golf Lima, push and start, approved, QNH 1006.
On the blue phase, QNH 1006, Jamestown 27 Golf Lima.
Job done.
678 to let, cleared RMP approach runway 07.
Or it would be if I'd remembered to start the APU. Right, we're in. We can turn that off. Fantastic. Oh, guys, welcome back to Belfast. We still need another 30 seconds or so anyway before I can turn the engines off, because that was a nice short taxi in, so we need 3 minutes before I can shut those down. So we'll leave the beacon light running, seatbelt signs on, etc. Let's just hang on for a moment. But guys, welcome to Belfast. It looks pretty much the same as it did when we landed, which is when we took off, which is interesting because by all accounts we took off, the weather was nice, it then had a bit of a thunderstorm, the weather was rubbish whilst we were in Leeds Bradford, that was awful weather, and then we've come back and the weather's nice again. So basically we avoided the thunderstorm in Belfast and had a great day. Jordan, be another stream missed. I know, Jordan, and it was a rotation stream as well, so sorry you've missed that, my friend. Come on, hurry up. There we go. APU is available. Fantastic. Just get some APU bleed on as well. Lovely. All right. So yeah, now I can shut down the engines. Let's shut down engine 1. Shut down engine 2. There we go. And seatbelt signs, now they can come off. I will request deboarding. They're now below 10, so beacon light can come off. Guys can approach the aircraft. External power, we can get that connected up. Wonderful. I do love a rotation flight, guys. It doesn't happen very often because I don't usually have the time to do rotation flights, so at least we've had that today. So really hope you've enjoyed it, something a little bit different. And I enjoyed seeing Leeds Bradford, somewhere I've never actually had a chance to fly into on the stream before. Easyjet do fly this route, of course, real world flights from Belfast to Leeds Bradford. It's the only flight Easyjet does in to Belfast.
Bus is coming.
And we've got a passenger bus coming apparently as well. So guys, thank you so much. I hope we've kept you entertained for the afternoon. Really hope you guys have enjoyed it. A huge shout out to everyone who's donated and contributed to keep the channel, to support the channel. And as always, our Easyjet Simpilot channel members, you guys absolutely amazing. Thank you so much. Our next live stream, not sure when that will be, but I'm sure I will let you know on Discord. If you're not on our Discord, then make sure you do join, and we can reveal all our schedule on there as and when I know it. Thank you so much, everyone. Whatever you're doing for the rest of the day, hope you have a great day. Have a pleasant evening, chaps. See you all very soon. Bye bye.